Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Blue Clouds Media Sports again. As usual, my name is Blue Zion. I almost said Blue Clouds again. What a long day for me. What a long day. Yes, but I'm happy to be here. My name is Zion. Like I said, if your first time joining us on this platform, let me get this out of the way. If it's the first time joining us on this platform, we discuss association football. We talk a lot about what is going on currently on across the English football, and we also discuss the trending news, which is very, very important. As we wake up this morning, we have the very, very good news coming from Italy in regards to our brother Victor Osimhen. So Victor Osimhen is going to be the main subject matter on our stream today. Like I said, also there are other trending news in regards to Manchester United. There are news in regards to Manchester United, which we will talk about it on this platform. It's very, very important. And also the fans, the viewers, everyone is very, very important to be here. And I want to thank everyone for being over here today. As well, we got a lot to talk about. We have a lot of news to digest. We have, you guys know Christian Atsu, ex Chelsea, Newcastle, Ghanaian international, who at this moment is, I think, you guys have heard about the earthquake, right? If you heard about the earthquake, yes, there is a Chelsea player involved, ex-Chelsea player involved, a former Chelsea Ghanaian player, Christian Atsu, trapped under rebel and Turkey earthquake. If you guys heard about that earthquake in Turkey, our brother Christian Atsu is part of them. So I want to say, if you pray, if you go on your knees on prayer, whatever you believe in, say a word of prayer for our ex-player Christian Atsu, because it's a terrible news to hear. Earthquake, I haven't really seen that bad earthquake. I've witnessed a little earthquake tremble. I've just witnessed a little bit of it, but not as much as what I was seeing on the screen in regards to the one in Turkey. Is it Turkey, right? I'm sure the one in Turkey. Turkey earthquake is very, very terrible. So yeah, if you pray, always remember our brother Christian Atsu in your prayers. Also, I want to say Chelsea are also remote to be interested in Victor Osimhen, according to La Gazzetta dello Sport, a French, Italian news outlet brought this thing out, as Chelsea are strongly, interested in Victor Osimhen. We know Osimhen is a very, very good player, very, very good player, very strong, and also very good finisher. Is he the missing link in our team at this moment? I know Todd Bowley have spent over 600 million since he took over Chelsea. The new players that he brought in and some other players, and money spent on coaches and money spent on other technical directors and all that kind of stuff. That's even on the team alone, over 600 million. But we haven't signed a striker yet. And from this news outlet yesterday broke down that Chelsea have sent scouts that were monitoring Victor Osimhen. Is he the guy that Chelsea will be splashing money on? And also, I tweeted about the link, the link between Declan Rice and also Enzo Fernandez. Are we yet to see that link happen? Is it going to happen? I believe that if Enzo Fernandez proves that he's been watching Declan Rice during the World Cup and he's learned some stuff from him, it means that those two pair can play in our team. At this moment, we have certain issue. We don't know where we really stand with N'Golo Kante. I know he will renew his contract with Chelsea, but where does Chelsea stand with Mateo Kovacic? We don't know yet. We're yet to see the future of Mateo Kovacic, if Chelsea's going to move him on in the summer or keep him. If Chelsea move any of these midfielders on, it means that we have to bring another one in, which Declan Rice is not going to go cheap. West Ham will be asking for 150 million, but I doubt they will get 150 million. They have to think twice. If they don't sell the Declan Rice affordable price, it means that he could walk away. He can wait for another year, and he'll walk away from West Ham United for free. So they have to think about that also in the aspect of Declan Rice. And then we're going to talk about another breaking news that happened in the English Premier League in regards to Manchester City. Some of you might know the news. Some of you haven't heard it. Manchester City have been charged by the Premier League with the numerous breaches, over 100 breaches of their financial rules. It follows a 4-year investigation into the finances of the current Premier League champions. So that is where Manchester City. You guys remember this news broke up a while ago, but then they were being found a peanut, and a lot of Premier League teams were raising eyebrows. They were like, "Why Manchester United? They have they support their own sponsors, and those sponsors are supporting the club in the name of how much money have they make?" All those kind of things was coming in, and also another report in regards to Roberto Mancini. From what I've read and what I've listened, Manchester City did not report the right amount of money that was being paid to Roberto Mancini. It was a different amount that was being put on the paper, and it was being different amounts that was being paid to Roberto Mancini in otherwise. So if Manchester City are being found guilty, as of now, I even tweeted that they don't even have the right to appeal. And even if they are found guilty, we could see them. Are we going to see them losing lots of points in the Premier League? Are we going to see Manchester City being relegated from the Premier League? And everyone will be given points. Anyone that have played against the Manchester City, will they be awarded points? It's something that you and I will have to sit down and talk about it and see where the rules lie in regards to Manchester City. So yeah, we're gonna move on from there. Besides that, we still have a lots of news to cover in regards to Manchester United. If Manchester City and some other news out where today we'll be talking about Declan Rice links to Chelsea, and also David Fofana situation, N'Golo Kante to Atletico Madrid. Yes, you heard me right. N'Golo Kante to Atletico Madrid. Osimhen, Victor Osimhen, very, very strong, good player. I think he's the leading goal scorer in the Italian league at this moment. He's the leading goal scorer in the Italian league. And also, yeah, he's been consistent. He's been consistent enough to be able to say, yes, this guy can do it. It's not one season wonder player. No, he's not one season wonder player. So yeah, Victor Osimhen, we will talk about Victor Osimhen. As I said, he is the subject matter for this transfer news or this show today. He is the subject matter. If you guys could remember, Enzo Fernandez has 2 days of the subject matter. He took over the whole platform. We're all on Enzo Fernandez. This time it's Victor Osimhen is the guy that we will be looking at. To also N'Golo Kante's, I said he's been linked to Atletico Madrid, and also Luis Enrique. I did talk about that yesterday, so I'm not going to repeat that today. Conor Gallagher new contract update. We know about Conor Gallagher and where he lies. I'll tell you more once we get in there. Conor Gallagher new contract update, and also Mason Mount contract update. Some of you might hear what is going on with Mason Mount as he's been rejected a fee of 200 and whatever. But we'll get into that aspect in regards to Mason Mount. And also Rafael Leah. Also, we have a little update on him today. And Omario Hutchinson was being offered to Everton. Mario Hutchinson update here during the transfer window. Mario Hutchinson was being offered on a loan to Everton, but Evertonians did not take him. So Mario Hutchinson to Everton, Ansu Fati to Manchester United, Fede Valverde to Manchester United, and also Marcus Asensio to Liverpool and Arsenal. You know, Marcus Asensio, very, very good player on his day. He has numerous Champions League medals under Real Madrid, and also Fede Valverde, another good player. So it looks like Manchester United are now turning their way to Real Madrid players that they don't really fancy at this moment. They will go and snatch them. On to how if they will get in is what we all don't know. But then I think Marcus Asensio, yes, Marco Asensio, and also a new record by Harry Kane is being set in the Premier League. Like I told you, this platform we do carry lots of news across. If you're just joining us and you want me to take over the news again, I will take over. As when I started, I didn't have people in there, so I'll go over everything again real quick within a minute. Chelsea are also rumored to be interested in Victor Osimhen, according to La Gasta, the La Gazzetta dello Sport, the Italian news media outlet, has been reported this scouts from Chelsea were there scouting Victor Osimhen. And also Manchester City have been charged by the Premier League with numerous breaches, which is over 100 breaches of their financial rules, and follow a 4-year investigation into the finance of the current Premier League champions. And also, like I said, beginning transfer talk, contract update that we will get into it. As a Declan Rice to Chelsea, David Detro Fofana situation, N'Golo Kante to Atletico Madrid, Osimhen to Chelsea. He is the subject matter of today's show. And then also Luis Enrique to Chelsea, Conor Gallagher, new contract update, Mason Mount contract update, Rafael Leao to Chelsea, Mario Hutchinson to Everton, Ansu Fati to Man United, Fede Valverde to Manchester United, Marco Asensio to Liverpool and Arsenal. So these two teams are fighting over Marco Asensio, and also new record being set by Harry Kane. So guys, thank you very much for being here on this platform. Share the stream if you haven't, and also if you haven't liked the video, do me a favor and then like the video and also share the stream. I want to welcome everyone to the platform, a good and loyal returnees, Easy Manos, Blue Blood, Phantom of many topics over here. And also we have Uduchi Mbano, my brother, welcome to the stream again. We have a Bobby Smoky Signal. We have who else we have here? Kim So, big up to my big brother Kim So, everyone. I Mr. Asma, he took the Mr. away from there. Now we have Asma, it's right here. Kim So, who else is here? Okay, so we have a strong returnees to the platform. If you're here and you haven't sent a comment in, let me know where you're watching us from. Let me know who you are so I can shout you out. So we're gonna go in before we start with the any of these topics. Let me acknowledge all the viewers, just like I've given them a shout out. I've said their names, but let me read the comments real quick. Then we can move on from there. Easy Mano says second to like it. Yeah, I saw a couple of you guys even in the comment section before I went live. I want to say thank you very much, guys, for liking the video. even before I went live. Thank you. If that is very, very important when we had likes on the video. And guys, you can also share this video. If you're on the Facebook platform, we have Chelsea fans over there. Please just click the thing and then post it on your Chelsea on the Facebook platform. That will help also. Mr. Phantom of Many Topic, spread it to Manila. Let them know. Let the Filipinos know. Blue Clouds Media. If it hasn't spread over there, I know you can do it for me. I know you, Phantom of Many Topic. Blue Blood said first to like Phantom a bit slow. Is he caught up in the Man City rule in the rule breaches? Are you, Phantom? Are you? Let us know if you are fall to hit the like. Yes, I was slow having an argument over which actress should be cast as or Irulan for Duna Move. Duna Movie Part 2 in a different chat. Come on, Phantom of Many Topic always come with things that I don't even get it. Man City got into FFP trouble. Absolutely, they got themselves into trouble. And I don't know. Let me ask Blue Blood, if you're hearing me. I don't know. Do you think if they're found guilty, does that give them the chance to be penalized in a way that they have to drop points? Points will be taken away from them. They can be relegated. From what I've read, they could be relegated from the Premier League. Does it mean that all the medals and the trophies that they won is going to be scrapped away from them? I'm not so sure. I haven't read deeply into that aspect in terms of if they're being penalized. So it's something that if anyone have any information on that, we can you can share on the platform. So we can all get into it. Okay. Uduchi said, good. A good day, everyone. That's from me. And Phantom of Bending Topic said, earthquake felt in Cyprus to pray for staff. I'm not so sure if it did fell in Cyprus, but if it did, I pray. When I wake up, I make sure I pray for people that hate me. I pray for my enemies first before I pray for anyone else. Because I pray for my enemies and I wonder why they hate me. So yeah, in my prayers, those are the people that I pray for before I pray for even my family. Pray for my enemy. I pray for all the people that I don't even know. And I wish everyone well. I don't have any negative thoughts about anybody. So anything that I do, I progress with it. And I'm just happy with my mentality and the way I think. Earthquake fell. I pray for everyone in Cyprus and I hope that I wish them well. And I wish God take them out. There shouldn't be any injuries might okay, but then the death, I cancel it in Jesus' name. Amen. So yeah, we're gonna move on from there. Victor is not the top story today. Top story is Man City FFP. I don't care about Man City FFP, Phantom of Many Topic. Man City FFP is not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the striker that Chelsea can have and bring into the football team. Manchester City were being found a long time ago, but then they have lawyers. They pay their way, bringing some people to fight for them. That is not what I'm talking about in terms of the topic of the day. Is Victor Osimhen. We need a striker. Chelsea need a recognized striker. Aubameyang is not cutting the weight, so the Aubameyang is out favored. We need a striker in the summer, and it looks like it's going to be Victor Osimhen. He's been very, very consistent. So let me know what you make of Victor Osimhen. Being linked to the football club. Enzo and Declan Rice, power 6S, power players. They will be a very, very good pair in the pivot row. Goodbye, N'Golo Kante, always injured. N'Golo Kante is injured, but I think Chelsea might give him another chance. You wouldn't know. Chelsea might give him another chance. Man City in the mud. Kante, new contract at Chelsea FC. Kante will get another contract at Chelsea FC. Thank you very much, Mr. Bobby Smokey Signal, for being part of the show today. Bobby, Phantom of Ben said, Bobby, I'm Funland. Okay, Funland fan. Let Georgian have Mount. Yes, that's hello, Kim. So Asensio, like I said, Asensio has been linked with Liverpool and Arsenal. Real Madrid are looking forward to offload some players out. Essentially, he's a very, very good player. If Liverpool or Man United or Liverpool, Arsenal have any of these players, essentially he's a good player. He's a very, very good player. Kim So said, you and I are the top fans here. Absolutely, all of you. Kim So, number one. I love Kim So. Kim So is negative and positive when he wants to. He can be positive, he can be negative, but he's very, very entertaining, and I love Kim So. Oh, hello, Nick Zion, brother. I didn't show up these days. I was busy with the exam and visiting my family. How are you all? How are you all? If you guys, we are doing very well, Mr. Asma. What about you? I'm very, very happy you're tuning in today and asking of how I'm doing. I'm doing very, very well. What about you? I hope you're doing very well. I'm also happy to see you here today as we discuss Victor Osimhen and some other transfer news that I did mention. Phantom of Many topic, Phantom of Kim So to Phantom of Many topic. Here we go. Manchester Shibi to championship. Mr. Asma. Chelsea will run Osman. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think they will run it. I don't think so. If you come, Chelsea will give you the players. The players are there. They tell you what to do. Why won't you follow instruction? If you're a good player, you have to. Didier Drogba, who knew? His first season didn't go well, but he learned and went on to be a legend as he is today with Chelsea Football Club. I know it hasn't been good for number nines at Chelsea, but they've been a proven one. It didn't go well for Fernando Torres, but he still proved it what it's worth. It did went on well for Didier Drogba. Anelka also did his best. Solomon Kalou, these guys all did their best when they played for Chelsea as strikers. So it's not all strikers come in and then also they have a stinker. Kim So says City should get banned from the EPL. If I'm all for it, if they've done dubious things to be able to win all those trophies, because I remember when City came in, City and Liverpool, they did the same thing. City came in, they went to get this, they went to get that player, they get all the players. They had Edison, they had this goalkeeper from Barcelona. They brought that goalkeeper from Barcelona. I forgot Claudio Bravio. Claudio Bravio. They brought this guy from Barcelona. They brought Edison. They brought in Diaz. They brought in Laporte. They brought in John Stone. Huge amount of money when they were bringing all these players, but the media did not say anything. Liverpool did the same thing. Liverpool was buying low. Then they got to a point they started buying very high. How much did they spend? How much did they spend on what's his name? The defender who is injured at this moment. Van Dijk. They spent lots of money on Van Dijk. How much money did they spend on also Gakpo? Lots of money. How much money did they spend on Nunez? Lots of money. How much money did they spend on this I think Southampton player? I mean, I think Wolves, it wasn't Southampton, Wolves player. They spent lots and lots of money, but no one is saying anything. But club is always on Chelsea. Liverpool, Chelsea, I don't know how they do it. Chelsea, I don't know how they do it. Well, we know how you did it. You know why you did it. If your owners are not buying the players for you, just be quiet, relax. When they get the money, they will. But then don't keep going on and pointing fingers at Chelsea without having any, we just didn't do anything wrong. Chelsea did not do anything wrong at all. It says can't ban anyone until case is proven. Yes, like I said, until the case is proven, then we see where we stand with Liverpool. Big up to all Chelsea fans watching from Houston, Texas. Big up to you, Don Raymond. Big up to you. I hope you're doing very, very well, Don Raymond. It's been a while. I hope all Texas fans, Chelsea fans, and Texas are doing absolutely wonderful today. Watch City. Same how avoid it. Let's see if they can avoid it this time, because the Premier League have even said they cannot appeal this. They cannot appeal, and they want to. They're gonna find out all the best lawyers in this world to come and stand in their favor. But let's see. The Premier League has been investigating for the past 4 years. So I don't think if there's nothing in it, they will bring it out. I don't think so. But they've been investigating this for 4 years now. Phantom said, I think they will care more about your boxing hobby than soccer here in Man- Manny Pacquiao's Manila. Absolutely. Absolutely. If I have to start a boxing channel, absolutely. You guys will know my boxing IQ is very, very high. Also in soccer too. So my boxing IQ, I've been an ex boxer, even not too long ago. I would say in the space of a year, less than a year, or a little over a year, I was still an active boxer, sparring for an heavyweight boxer. So yeah, my IQ in boxing is very, very high since I grew up from a boxing family, and also a boxing foundation, a family full of boxers. Aubameyang to LAFC. Aubameyang to LAFC. Aubameyang has been linked to other football club, high football club, and other teams are looking into the situation with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I think they will care more about your boxing hobby. I think I read that one. Also, man, the Nigerian Ibrahim. Abraham, sorry. Is it Abraham or Ibrahimovic? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, Osimhen is a very, very good player. Ibrahimovic, I love that guy. He has that. I like his work ethic. That's how I want to put it. His work ethic is very, very high in regards to. I'm talking about Osimhen. Osimhen. So we're gonna talk about Kim So. Said Asensio is finished. Asensio is finished at Real Madrid, and then that's what Kim So said. Aubameyang ran himself. Stop attacking Chelsea. Stop attacking Chelsea. Aubameyang tried to move back to Barca. Ni has the proof. Yes, we had it here. Abraham, Phantom of Toby, Abraham, Tammy. We have Tammy Abraham from he was a Nigerian. Osimhen also another Nigerian. These guys, they've been all good players, but then not proven until proven. Just like I think Izzy Manuel said, can't ban anyone until case is proven. We've seen Tammy Abraham have played in the Premier League. We know what he can do already, but people did not really appreciate what he was doing, as he's having a bad difficulties holding on to the ball. His first touch is not that good. But I say, Aubameyang. Tammy Abraham was my player. I felt very bad when Chelsea sent him out, but Tammy Abraham, kudos to Tammy Abraham, a good player. Nigerians have lots of talent. They are gifted. Nigerians are gifted. They have, naturally they are born with the talent. So the West African teams are born with footballers that have the skills, the flair. I can give you a whole lot of them. We can talk about Didier Drogba, who played in the Premier League. We could talk about Kano Iwanko. We could talk about Sande Oluse. We can talk about players like Taribo West, strong defender who played for Inter Milan. Taribo West, if you remember this guy, outstanding player. We could talk about Celestine Babayaro. All these players are top players that have played in the European terrain. We can talk about when you go to the African terrain, like Marcel. I wouldn't say even Marcel Desailly, because Marcel Desailly naturalized for French national team. Abedi Ayew Pele, and also the Zambian, one of the Kalusha Bwalia, top talented player. I haven't even go to Morocco, Haji, and all these players. So Africa, really, this is something that I said I'm going to talk about one day. Corruption has been something that has taken the trophy, like the World Cup, away from African soil. If that kind of bribery and that stuff is being taken away from the FA in Africa, I'm sure I'll tell you that World Cup, as we see, would have been there one day. Because why am I saying this? There's a big example. Kylian Mbappe, back in the days, not back in the days, couple even during the World Cup, his father said this, because Kylian Mbappe is a Cameroonian. And if you guys can remember, there was a Cameroonian who scored against the Cameroonian national team in the World Cup. the Cameroonian people cursed him and said all kind of filthy word to him. But now listen, hear me out. Mbappe's father took Mbappe to Cameroon to play for the Cameroonian national team. Mbappe further revealed that he was being asked to bring certain amount of money to the Cameroonian FA for his son to be able to play in the Cameroonian national team. Look at that. But then he took his son to the French national team and did not pay the penny to the French FA. And now look at where Mbappe plays. Who is Mbappe now? A world-class player, a Ballon d'Or winner every season. If from now to the past 5 years to 5 years time, anytime they're looking for first 3 Ballon d'Or winners, you're gonna see Mbappe in the list. But he did not pay nothing to the French national team. So in this, in this case, who is losing out? Is it the player or the African continent or Cameroonian national team? It is the African continent, and then the Cameroonian national team are missing out on the World Cup trophy. So imagine if Africans all come together and then have more fairness. We wouldn't see players like Kalemos Nodoi. We wouldn't see players like Nketiah, who is having difficulties trying to find what kind of country he should play for. Nketiah is a Ghanaian. Kalemos Nodoi is a Ghanaian. Tammy Abraham is a Nigerian, having difficulties trying to think of where he should play. Why should it be so? It's because of how our brothers and sisters in the African continent have treated these young players, and in the past, players that have come from Europe trying to naturalize or trying to have a connection with the local team or national team and play for them. I just said earlier on, there have been lots of players that if the continent have been loyal to them, they would have joined the national team and then be able to play and see the World Cup in Africa one day. All right, so I'm gonna move on from there. Move on to this is coming. Phantom said Tommy is top in, but top in the top in is worthy. Okay. Izimano said Mount has run himself into the ground for almost 4 years for half Aubameyang's salary. Don't compare the two. Don't compare the two, Kim. So who if Victor come to Chelsea, I will be good. Coming from my brother Michael, big up to Michael, big up to. It's always nice to see. I think a new faces. If it's the first time joining us on this platform, do not hesitate and put a like on the video and also subscribe if you haven't. Kim So said Aubameyang was very good last season for Barca. He joins Chelsea. He became crap. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You can say it. He joined Chelsea and he became crap. A lot of players have joined Chelsea and having had the best of seasons. They end up leaving the club. So you can say that. You can argue the fact that he's joined Chelsea and be crap. And all has to do with the transition from new owners to another owner. New players are coming in, and it makes it very difficult for the coach himself and very difficult for all these players to gel in and to understand each other. So it's I don't blame Aubameyang that much, but then he could also argue the fact that why would you have to send links out to Barcelona, a club that you were coming from, because of Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski came in, you were out of favor. So Chelsea brought you in to come and help. And then you came in and then wanted to go back to Barcelona because of what? You're on the pitch, score the goals. That is all Aubameyang was supposed to do on the pitch. Score goals. Score goals. Tammy was born in the UK. Yes, Tammy was born in the UK, but he was born to Nigerian parents. That shouldn't stop him from playing for Nigeria. Yeah, it doesn't stop him from playing for Nigeria. Kim So, the subject is boring, just like us now. Kim So. Oh, I skip. I think I skip a message. Comments over here. I say we should not get Raphael. If we get in a Victor, we should get This player again. I can barely say his name with Victor. See, this now where we stand. Rafael Leao is out of the system because we have loads of players in that position. On the left hand side, we have Raheem Sterling playing on the left hand side. We have what's his name? We have Pulisic who also plays in the same position on that left hand side. So Rafael Leao is out of the system at this moment. We don't have to worry about Rafael Leao. We have to. We also have Mihajlo Modric also playing the same position. So that left hand side is choked. Rafael Leao is out of the system now. No one is thinking of Rafael Leao. Uh, what is Chelsea? Phantom of many topics said I prefer Tammy over Lukaku. I say we should get we should not get Rafael Leao. That's what Tammy was born. Was born in UK. Is what I just came. So the subject is boring, just like at Arsenal, Aubameyang created his own problems. I don't know. I don't know with Aubameyang. I think I missed this one. Kim Su said the easy true, but the club didn't back him. But you guys want us to back Mount, who is refusing an extension. So we're gonna get into that aspect of this is what we're gonna start with this Declan Rice issue, and I don't know where you guys stand in regards to Declan Rice. Declan Rice is the main first subject to talk about on my PowerPoint presentation. West Ham United have reportedly set a price tag of around 19 to 100 million for Arsenal and Chelsea target Declan Rice, according to Fabrizio Romano via court side. So 90 to 100 million, that's a lot of money. 90 to 100 million you expect Declan Rice to go for that fee, but I don't think they will get that amount. I don't think Declan Rice is going to get 90 to 100 million, in my opinion, because I don't know how many more seasons does he have to go with West Ham United. 100, I think we should be looking around 70 to 80 million. They will never get 90 million, in my opinion. But then the pair, let's consider the pair between Enzo Fernandez and Declan Rice. The two pair. The pair, prefer Tommy. I think I read that one. Say we should read that one here. Kim saw the subject. Okay, I've read that one. Hello, gentlemen. Big up to Mr. Patrick. Mr. Patrick, I hope you're doing very, very well. Oba wasn't good at Barca. What you smoking came so. Some people could argue that he wasn't that good at Barcelona because I could remember they were even eliminated from the Europa League. Barcelona was being eliminated from the Europa League. Barcelona of all people. Oba wasn't good at Barca, said Mr. Patrick. Declan is my number one, said Phantom of Many Topic. Please, own of Chelsea sack Potter. Face, I think there's emoji. There's emoji over there, but on my screen, it doesn't give me that emoji. It gives me the meaning of that emoji. It says face red, hat shape. Face red with hat. It gave me the description of that emoji on YouTube. So one more season. He has yes, we want Potter to have a season, one full season. Honestly, we need a number 9. If midfielders and wingers are doing all the work and the strikers is not firing, trust me, it is it's so frustrating, so frustrating. But this is what we also have to look. I said many times, and I've make a lot of research. Graham Potter himself, I know he's playing. He is at a different football club at this moment. Chelsea Football Club is different. It's a different football club compared to, Brighton. Graham Potter struggled for his team to score goals last season. He has that track record of his team scoring goals. But the team has that energy. They play very well, but they don't score that many goals. I know things can change because this is Chelsea. We have Robert Di Matteo, who even took over Chelsea and won the Champions League. So not any coach, but lots of coaches that come to Chelsea, and if they have a little IQ on what they're doing, there's always a possibility that they will succeed at Chelsea. So there's always a chance that Graham Potter can be successful at Chelsea, but he has that track record from where he's coming from before going to Brighton that his teams don't score many goals. But you can argue the fact that where he was coming from and even at Brighton, he hasn't got that world class players as he had at Chelsea at this moment. So there is a way that Potter giving him the rest of the season and next season he can win chance something with Chelsea. Where was Sarri? Sarri never won anything in his career and 30 years of his career in football until he came to Chelsea and was able to win the Europa League. So let's weigh the options and see where we stand in regards to managers that come to Chelsea. Anyone, we have Carlo Ancelotti, we have Rafael Benitez, we've seen Good Indies, we've seen all these people when they come in, you know, they win something with Chelsea. So Potter has a chance with all the money that Todd Bowley, Clay Lake have spent on the team. There should be a way that Potter have to work very hard to be able to impress the owner. Give Potter time. Absolutely. I think he need time. Will Man City sell Haaland to ask if they drop to championship? Haaland, now you have to know this. There is a clause. Maybe it's not been disclosed publicly, but Haaland will be Manchester City for 3 years or 4 years. And after that number of years, he's moving on to Real Madrid. That's the plan. And I was like, who does this? I would never admit to a plan like that. Why would I admit to a player to come to my football team, spend only 4 years in my club, and then move on to another club? I will not agree to that. So, not me, because I'm come to make you much more better. You're coming from, I would say, a B team to a first-class team like Man City or Chelsea. So if you're coming to these clubs, you have to have a high esteem with you. You have to have the future plans in you to stay in the club forever. You get what I'm saying? But having the idea alone that you're going to be here for 3 years or 4 years and move away to Real Madrid. Who the hell is Real Madrid? You know, you have to have that. The club has to know that we are trying to compete with Real Madrid. We are trying to compete with them. But then if you're going to let your best move away from your club and join Real Madrid, then there's no way you can compete with them because you're selling your asset. You are selling your asset to Real Madrid. Okay. Phantom of Many Topics said, will Man City sell Haaland? I don't think they will sell Haaland to any Premier League team. I really enjoy this live program from Jose Jose Plat State, Nigeria. This is coming from Michael McCart. Michael, I hope you're doing very, very well, Michael. Welcome to Blue Clouds Media Stream. 20 years in his career for Sarri. Thank you very much for the correction. I said 30 years, so thank you very much. Easy Manos, thank you very much. I want to love you. Love to see you here. Hello, everyone. I'm just stopping by to say hi. Wishing everyone well. Wish you well too. I hope work is going on well for you. I want to love you, Queen of the platform. Patrick said, what's happening to City? Why they talk about them going to the championship? Well, they have been, I said earlier on, I realized you were not here. But this is what I said earlier on. As Manchester City have been charged, if you like, they have been charged by the Premier League with numerals over 100 of financial breaches. Rules. It follows this investigation has been following for the past 4 years. 4 years, and now it's been investigating for the past 4 years. Finances of the current player Premier League team champions. So what it is there are so many things in that over 100. You're talking about over 100 financial breaches of the FA regulation. So that is what is going on at Manchester City, and one of them, what I know is amount of money that was being paid to Roberto Mancini at that time was not being stated. The truth amount was not being stated on the white paper. Whatever he was taking, was not what they put on the paper. So let's say if he was taking $1,000 a week, on the paper he was being putting down there like 500, half of it. I'm giving you an example of what I'm trying to say. So, so you can understand my what I'm trying to what we're trying to discuss. I have been so busy at work, brother, but doing as good as I can. Thank you very much and try hard. Yes, never give up in life. We all push. So that's Declan Rice. Regards to Declan Rice, we've talked about Declan Rice. Jetro Fofana in the news, and I want to say, look, as per as Fabrizio Romano tweeted, Chelsea are currently not negotiating with Galatasaray to loan out David Jetro Fofana until the end of the season. Fofana expected to stay at Chelsea. This news was being broke out during the transfer window was open, because Chelsea had a remember a couple weeks ago we had a stream where I said Fofana will be bought and then he will be loaned out to either when we're trying to make a deal, trying to get Enzo in, a player with Enzo was good to come in. That was initial agreement, or that was initial way that Chelsea were going to do it. So they were going to loan Jetro Fofana to either Benfica or any other club so he can continue his development. But at that moment, they stopped it. They said they want him to stay at the football club, and because they want him to gain that experience, because they see there's a good player in there. There's talent in Jetro Fofana. So why would you loan a player of that stature? Why would you loan a young player? To me, I feel like if the loaning was going to be okay, but if you don't loan him, how does Potter keep all these players good? I mean, he could be lucky at this moment. He could get much more game time, just like we saw against Fulham. He could get game time because if Aubameyang is not playing in the Premier League, you know, then where do we see this? If Aubameyang is not playing, where do we see this going on at this moment? So, like I said, we must see. I'm doing okay. So, like I said, if Aubameyang is not playing at this moment, it means that there's always so many chance that we can see the Fofana playing in the Premier League, more minutes to his elbow. If Declan Rice came to Chelsea, I will come back instantly. You better come back. You better come back. If they can rise up to Chelsea, I'll definitely come back. Patrick says so. There was giving money under the table to the players and manager. Yes, there was a lot of money. There was, you know, it wasn't transparent. Deals that were being done. We talk about sponsorship. The team, as is being a rumor that you know, some of the sponsors that were sponsoring the team, the club, were Manchester City themselves sponsoring these sponsors to sponsor the club. So, like I said, if a football team had lots of sponsors, it means they have a lot of income. They have a lot of money coming in. The academy is bringing money. The ladies team is bringing money. So that gives much more income for them, so they can spend a lot of money. That's the whole idea of financial fair play. And I know Ryan, my big brother Ryan here, who just joined us, who will give you a little bit more explanation in regards to Manchester City. Was a rush down here real quick. So my brother came in at the right time when I'm about to move my butt. If Declan Rice come to Chelsea, I think read that one. So thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media Stream again.
Thanks, Nazarian. Thanks very much for having me. I'm just outside walking, so if you do hear some noise, some cars, or anything like that, I apologize. But brilliant stream, brilliant content as always. Blue Clouds Media.
Absolutely. Today I'm really on fire. And going through all these topics for the day. And the fans are loving it. Everyone is loving it. They're getting engaged, and we can do this program with the viewers and the fans. So Ryan, I'm gonna move on for just 1 minute. Someone's at the door. So can you take us a little bit through with in regards to Manchester City facing what they're going through at this moment?
Yeah, absolutely. I followed the news when it broke earlier this morning, and effectively, Effectively, my understanding is effectively, my understanding is that these are Premier League financial fair play rules, which Man City have alleged to have breached. The period covers, I think, 9 years from when Man City was acquired by the Abu Dhabi consortium, and the alleged number of breaches is over 100. So this is a very, very serious case. And with financial fair play, these rules were implemented to ensure, it's essentially a level playing field, and which clubs just can't come along and inject lots and lots and lots of capital and make the league uncompetitive. So effectively, the rules do state that you cannot spend more than what you earn. And I don't have all of the list of breaches in front of me, but it does indicate that Man City potentially were, misreporting both revenues and expenses. So on the revenue side, they were overstating and inflating certain revenue streams coming into the club. And on the expense side, they were understating, how much expenditure over this period of time was happening. So I know Man City, I think, have been found guilty of the financial fair play rules of UEFA, if I'm not mistaken. And I know there was a settlement that happened in that regard. But this is now the Premier League's financial fair play rules, and it's now, I think, going to take months to see for the investigation to happen. The Man City lawyers will be working very hard now to kind of build a defense case for the club, and it could potentially be very damning. I know I've seen some reports that Man City could face fines, points penalty, like we saw with Juventus, or even expulsion from the league. So it's a very nervy, worrying time if you're a Manchester City fan. That's for sure. And I think the Zion is just away, so let's just quickly read these comments. So I'm not sure where Nazion got up to, but let me read some comments here. So we've got, let's see here, S.A. Manos, 20 years in his career for Sarri. I123 love you. Excellent to see you as always on the channel. Hello everyone, I'm just waving, stopping by to say hi, wishing everyone well. Thank you very much, I123 love you. Patrick Bateman, good to see you as well. That's one of my favorite movies, American Psycho. What's happening to City? Why to talk about them going to the Championship? Yep, I guess that's what we've just discussed. They're potentially in breach of Premier League financial fair play rules. They've been charged, and now, it looks like the case will go to court. In the UK, like any other country, you're innocent until proven guilty. Man City will have their lawyers working hard now, and I'm sure there was a statement which Man City issued earlier today in response, saying that they were surprised by the allegations and that they've been very transparent with providing all the information to the Premier League about their financial activities. And I think they would encourage an independent now body or independent review of everything. So, Nizan, I'll pass it back on to you.
Yeah, but Ryan, there's been a statement from the FA that they cannot appeal for what is going on. They cannot appeal for it. How true is that? And why can they not appeal?
Yeah, so again, I I don't know the specifics about this.
Okay.
What I can tell you from reading earlier is that when I think it was UEFA investigated them and found them guilty, because so much time had elapsed since the investigation and the, let's say, offences had occurred, there was it wasn't possible, I think, to convict them or find them guilty. There was a kind of period of time that had expired. But for the Premier League rules, that's not the case. So they can backdate the investigation to, 10 years or however long ago it was.
Mhm.
And Man City can't basically use that as a way to avoid sanctions or penalties. So it sounds like, yeah, the Premier League rules seem to be more forceful and punitive.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ryan, taking us through this Manchester City financial breach. So yeah. So I'm sure you guys have Ryan, I've taken you through. I've also talked about this breach in regards to what Manchester City are doing. So I'll read a little bit more of the comments as we have here. Okay. They've breached it for 9 years, a lot of years. By the FA's statement, I know they didn't get Haaland for 60 million. Said it could be one of those things. Haaland for 60 million. When we wanted Haaland, the price was ridiculous. You couldn't pay it, and right after the January transfer window, summer came in, and Haaland was there for what was it? 60 million, said Mr. Patrick. Okay, what would you like to see happen to City regarding this? And what do you think will happen? Is it to me, or do you think? Is it a question to Mr. Ryan? Ryan, let's have a little bit of discussion in regards to this. So I've been hearing that if they are found guilty, it means that we could see them being deducted points, and we could see Manchester City getting relegated from the Premier League. How true is that?
Yeah, I've heard reports that these could be the penalties imposed on them. I think expulsion from the Premier League is probably unlikely. I think that would be the most severe scenario. Man City obviously released a statement earlier today indicating that they feel that they've been transparent and corroborative with the Premier League during this investigation. So I think it would have to be a very, very serious breach of the rules to be relegated from the league. My guess is that they'll probably have some sort of points deduction like we saw with Juventus if they're found guilty, and they'll probably face a fine.
Okay, and
But these are all on the table, Nazam. The ones that you just explained: points, fine, expulsion. It's all on the table. It's all possible.
It's all possible. Okay. Lord said, hi, big up to you, Lord. I hope you're doing very well. And also, does Man City forfeit round of 16 if UEFA Champions League if Champions League if guilty? I think I'm not so sure. Brian, can they forfeit the league if found guilty?
I mean, this is a 4-year investigation, and the Premier League have announced the conclusions and their findings today. This is only really just the beginning, because the Man City lawyers will now get involved, analyze the case. There'll be an independent review. Probably might go to court. There's this CAF Court of Arbitration that deal these kind of cases. So we're talking months and months here. I think it's unlikely that Man City could get forfeited or have to leave the Champions League so soon. This won't get resolved, I think, till the end of the season, or maybe even later. It's going to take time.
I know we don't know the whole disciplinary rules and everything yet, should in case they're found guilty, but we just hypothetically, do you think that even when they're found guilty, all the trophies that they've won can be strapped away? Do you think that can happen?
I find it really unlikely, I have to say. Just because of how long a period we're talking. It's 2009 to 2018. Mm-hmm. It covers all their recent success since the Abu Dhabi consortium acquired Manchester City. But yeah, it's certainly very damning. This the charges. 100 breaches. That's a lot of breaches.
All right. That's just said by Ryan. A lot of breaches, 100 breaches. That's a lot. That's a lot. If they found guilty, where are we going to see Manchester City? Sorry. So you as a rival fan, Ryan, are you happy when you heard this news?
Well, yes and no. I mean, yes, because it's a rival, and if they get deducted points, then that's one less competitor for the top four position. But no, because it's an attack not just on Man City but on the Premier League and English football, and I'm a fan of English football. And I was just discussing this with a friend that right, we've seen this happen in Serie A with the scandals, with match fixing and everything. It's not good for the reputation of the league.
Of the league. So I think in regards to that, yeah. So I think the FA will try to protect themselves and make sure they do due diligence in regards to that. So no one, they know that FA are on top. They're working very hard compared to the Italian league. Also, they will investigate and get the truth out. We're all hoping to see what will come out because, you know, it was mind blowing the way Manchester City were buying players here and there, and they were just coming in. I'm gonna get what's his name? They bought Stones, they bought here. They were buying all the players in the world when they came in. Within the space of few years, they've won that number of trophy. A lot of people could not understand it. So let's see what we have here. Izimano said Haaland had a buyout clause, so he was signed for 60 million. Otherwise, Dortmund would be in trouble via UEFA. You got 21 of us watching the stream. We got 18 likes at this moment. If you're part of the stream and you're just joining us, do not forget to put a like on the video, and also you can share the video on any social media platform you found yourself in, being Facebook, Instagram, anywhere, so the community can keep growing and growing. So, like I said, it's very, very good. Also, put a like on the video. It helps the algorithm for YouTube to be able to push the video to other people. Just like if you're first time joining us and we're able to catch us out because YouTube was able to push it to you. So do us a favor and also push it to someone else on Facebook. Then, if the person is a Chelsea fan, or even if a soccer fan, a football loving fan, he will listen and also join us in the conversation here. So that is how social media works. Thank you very much, Easy Man. Lord said, Man City finally getting exposed. Today's bad days in the office. Manchester City can finally be finished. We thought Chelsea is finished. Chelsea's never. We do things according to the book. If they get relegated, that messes up their whole squad because of FFP in the league. That is from Mr. Patrick, and thank you for that comment. I love that. Comment. Last 16 of a UCL is not relevant to English Premier League. Michael, big up to you, Michael. Why now on Manchester City? Because of what I think he's trying to tell me, the emoji that you attach to your comment. My comment over here explains that emoji to me. And well, this is the comment. This is what he explains to me. When you say why not to Manchester City, because of what face blue white eyes. So he's trying to explain that emoji you sent on YouTube. So I almost read it. But then I understand what that means. So Ryan and Nate Zion, name one player of Manchester City would you want in your club? As of now, I want Helen Haaland. That is all I want from the whole Manchester City team, because we don't have a recognized number 9 striker besides Jetro Fofana, who is a little bit inexperienced. Haaland is world class. So now, if they say, okay, they're going on relegation, the first player I'm going to talk to, I'll pick up my phone. I'll even help with the plane ticket, because where they are in the bridge is not far. I can just talk to Haaland. Hey, I'll pay for that transportation, the plane ticket. Come on, move to the natural blue, not sea blue. not the light blue. We want the deep blue, the one with the lion. Ah, yeah, that's where you want. That's where I want you to play. So yeah, in my opinion, that's where you be going. I'll be white. Okay. This is Lord Ryan and these. Okay, Lord. I hope you like my answer. Ryan, who would you take in right now for your football club if you need? I know up front you have players over there, but which of these players are you going to take?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, Azan. I'm probably going to say the same answer as you. You know Liverpool's problems right now up front
Up
with
front.
Firmino out injured, and we don't really have Nunes not firing. So yeah, I would probably want to sign Erling Haaland on a free transfer, of course.
Ryan would like having Helen Haaland. Everyone would like Haaland. Haaland. And Ryan, I've been debating this earlier on today. Is it the tactics of Manchester City that is not helping Haaland, or do you think Haaland is in the wrong club?
Yeah, I think it's a very prominent debate happening right now because uh, Man City, I think there's some statistics circulating, isn't there, that Man City has scored the same number of goals or something this time last season without Erling Haaland. So from
Mhm.
a goal scoring perspective, they're no better with him. Uh, it's a it's a tricky one. He's obviously prolific goal scorer, but I think he's somebody who relies very much on a number 10 or wide players to provide assistance and provide crosses. And um, when Kevin De Bruyne is, not on form or not playing well, I think Erling Haaland suffers. So he's not he's only 22, but he's not a mature striker yet who has found different ways of scoring goals. I think that's the key point. He's not an all-round striker yet. He's brilliant at finishing off chances if you put it on a plate for him. And he's
Okay.
physical, he's strong, he can do so many things in the box. But he's not at that kind of level of a Drogba, I don't think, or an Henri. They just had something
Okay.
really special, and they could. If Plan A wasn't working for them, they could do Plan B. Plan B didn't work, they could do Plan C. They would find a way to influence the game even without scoring a goal. Haaland, I don't think has that all-round ability yet.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ryan, for taking the time and explaining what is going on. So yeah, Ryan, if you guys hear a little bit of noise, it's my co-host who is out of the house at this moment. So I apologize if the noise, if you're having a headphone, especially those with a headphone, and then the noise is coming in straight to your eardrums. I really apologize. Just let's try and excuse the content instead of the noise that it's making. Let's get the wisdom from what Mr. Ryan is sharing with us on this platform. I think that's the most important thing. But I stand here again. I deeply apologize for the little noise that is coming through. Chat, my big brother said I wanted him to come instead of a Lukaku, but they didn't listen to me. I wish they did. I wish they did. And then went for Lukaku. We would be fantastic with him and this player and this with these players now. What I'll say the beginning, Lukaku. Look, let's put this there: the unfinished business. Like he said earlier on, he has unfinished business with Chelsea. He wants to go and see if he can do it because he failed once. He wants to go back with his Italian record, the record that he set in Italy. He think he could come back to Chelsea and then prove himself, but then didn't go well. But didn't go well. So where do we see this? The only best thing is we're now bringing in a player that hasn't played in the Premier League before. His price tag was very expensive at that time. So I mean, it was just a little bit more from what we paid for Lukaku. From what I know, Lukaku we spent 96 million on Lukaku. We could add the rest to it and get Helen Haaland, who is meant for the future. You get what I'm saying? So just like you said, if you have I'm not blaming Thomas Tuchel, but Thomas Tuchel was pushing for this kind of players, players getting close to their 30s. Lukaku in his 30s, getting close to his 30s. Koulibaly getting close to his 30s. Ryan Sterling The same thing, getting close there. I think he's 37, 38 years old now. He's not. He's underperforming. So are those the future that we were looking for? No, they were players that can come in and fix the problem at this moment, but not for the future. The Raheem Sterling is not for the future. He's not going to learn anything different. He's already matured. He's in his prime, and that is what we're getting from Raheem Sterling. Did TT want Lukaku? Absolutely. TT wanted Lukaku, and Roman Abramovich went and got Lukaku for him. That's where he ended us. So I wanted him. This is from Mr. My brother Chad. Haaland is a top aim player. Very well. He does very, very well. His pace, and he's one of the best finishers in world football. One of the best finishers. 1-on-1, Haaland will not waste it. 1-on-1, you won't see Haaland wasting that. Haaland and Victor Osimhen. It will be deadly having these two players in your squad. TT didn't want Lukaku. That's what he said. He said TT didn't want Lukaku. I haven't seen anywhere where he said TT did not want him. I'm not so sure if TT doesn't want him. But well, I can agree with you, Mr. Patrick. Maybe Mr. Patrick know that TT doesn't want him, but I can be sure who really recommended Lukaku. From what I know the club wanted Lukaku. Lukaku was a panic buy. There wasn't any striker coming in. Chelsea spent so much time trying to make a deal, trying to get Erling Haaland in over the door, and it couldn't work. So the next alternative, the transfer window was about to close, so we have to force and bring in Lukaku, in my opinion. Patrick said Lukaku was a board signing, not TT. Yes, that could be true. Haaland would of course almost 300 million with fees and agent fees. There wasn't buyout clause then. By the time the buyout clause was live, Chelsea were sanctioned. Thank you very much, Easy Manos. Thank you very much. I think yes, that was true. Thank you very, very, very much. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from that. We move on to Osimhen, who's supposed to be the topic of the subject matter or the subject of today's show. Osimhen, as the Chelsea are rumored to be interested in Victor Osimhen, according to La Gazzetta della Sport, an Italian publisher, news outlet that brought this out. Chelsea, according from what I read, Chelsea have sent scouts out there to pay attention to what Victor Osimhen is doing. I'm not sure if you guys really like Victor Osimhen. If you guys like him, let me know. Abramovich wanted Lukaku, but Tuchel accepted it and called Lukaku. So let me know what you guys make of Victor Osimhen. He's a very, very good player. Like I said from beginning, strong player. He's always alert. He was always alert. He reacts very fast on those rebounds and 50-50 balls. I've watched yesterday. I watched their game. Which is called. He scored one. It was being disallowed. He scored another one, which was being allowed. So Victor Osimhen. Reaction, if you talk about reaction, very strong, pacey striker. Also, he can tap in. He strikes from all angles. What are you looking for in the Premier League? Our players don't shoot enough. That is why we also don't score. Our players don't shoot enough. Mr. Ryan, what do you make of the Chelsea being linked today with Victor Osimhen?
Yeah, Nazan, I'm a big fan of Victor Osimhen. Didn't know too much about him prior to this season, but obviously with how brilliant Napoli are doing this season at top of La Liga, I think Osimhen is
He's
near
the
the top.
leading scorer. Yeah,
Is he the
Italian.
leading scorer in Serie A? Okay,
Yeah.
that's something that immediately draws your attention because Serie A has some of the meanest, most tactical defenses, and he's been scoring freely in that country this season. I really like him. I saw some footage on YouTube a few weeks ago, just showing all his Serie A goals this season, and they're so diverse. There's headers, there's tap-ins, there's a couple of long-range shots. He's got a very, very broad skill set, and he seems a very intelligent striker with his movements. So He's exactly what Chelsea should be looking for, and he's young as well, right? He's a very
Yeah,
young
very
player.
young too. I think 22, 22 from what I read. I think it's 22, and it's shocking that we spent almost 600 million the return of when since Bowley took over, and we spent 300 and something this summer, and we didn't even go for a striker besides Detro Fafana, who is very young in his footballing career.
Yeah, I
So
think Nizan with that, it's a fair criticism. It surprises me as well, but it tells you that maybe Chelsea's targets are tied down to long-term contracts, and they're having to be a bit patient and wait for a future transfer window to
they,
sign them.
they're
That's
not
my suspicion.
they're not thinking of immediate fix. They're thinking of the
No,
future. Just yeah. So Mr. Asman said, "Brother, I think we can get Haaland when he was in a BVB, but his agent wanted 20 million. Haaland was 60 million, 70 million. It was so hard because of the COVID virus. Yes, Haaland agent at that time was no one else but Mino Raiola. If you know Mino Raiola, the one of the top agents in world football. From Mino Raiola, that you could go to Cristiano Ronaldo's agent. I forgot his name. Cristiano Ronaldo's agent, and then other agents. Mino Raiola was number one. His price that he takes from players are outrageous, outrageous, and he was going to take that money just like Mr. Asman said over here.
yeah,
Too much
Nizan
money.
Jorge Mendes.
Joshua
He's
Mendes,
the, let's say, now the ex-agent of Cristiano Ronaldo,
Cristiano
because
Ronaldo.
they've split.
Yeah. So yeah, he takes a lot of money. Joshua Mendes and one of the top money agents in world football. Wonder when City will be punished. They better not get left off when with a fine. Absolutely, we hope they didn't. They were fined a penny the last time. It went to the courts. They were fined a penny. That money wasn't anything for City. I don't want them to be fined. I want them to be kicked away from the Premier League, or I want them to be, deducted so many points. But when that happens, it means that Arsenal get a free way of winning the trophy, which I don't want that either. So where do I stand with City being punished or with Arsenal winning it? Oh my goodness! Chat said, we were working with fidelity for now rather than number 9. Oh, sorry. Oh, fluidity. Sorry, fluidity. We were working with fluidity for now rather than number 9, and looking later to get a striker at the later time, maybe summer. Oh, big up to you, my good old friend. I'm happy to see you back again. God
Nizan, I
of
think God of. Sorry, that was the previous
yeah.
chat, wasn't it, about the message about the fluidity? I think that's a very key point. Chelsea looking to address the problems at the back in the midfield first, and then
Mhm.
sort out the striker position later.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes it. Want to see how they can play. What style are we playing? That's what I'm looking for to see more of it. So once we figure that out, then we know the kind of striker we can buy. And I think that Graham Potter have really already figured that out, and he's assessing Victor Osimhen if he'll be the right guy. Big up to you, my big brother, big God of Frog. I hope you're doing very very well, my big brother. He says we couldn't get Haaland because they preferred. I mean, he preferred the City project. We only had a chance of signing him this season, the season prior, but we would have had to pay likely 150 and 30 to 30 to 50 million agent fees. That was way too much money. Imagine, Ryan, 60 to 50 million agent fees. That is not all right. That is not all right. From what I heard and I've read, FIFA are trying to come up with something where agents will come up with a specific amount of fee that they take from these players, because that's too much money. And I'm just praying that that law can pass, so the agents wouldn't be killing these footballers. A footballing career, it's only 10 years. Lots of footballer career. It's only 10 years in football. 10 years. Not all of them can even make it after 10 years. So that is why you see players. Sometimes I agree with Mason Mount. I agree with them. When you come to the Major League Soccer, when you come to the baseball, and when you go to the NFL, huge amount of money is being paid to these players. The number of people that make money in the American football are way, way, way more than what you make in football. I mean, in soccer or football in Europe. You can just pinpoint 3 or 4 players that make more money, even with average American footballers. Average American footballers. Some make over 50 million a year. 50 million a year. You know how much LeBron James make a year? So some of these players that we all hear pointing fingers at Mason Mount. Mason Mount can get a broken ankle or broken leg today. That could be the end of his career in football. And that is all he knows. So sometimes we should be a little bit more lenient and support these players when they're charging, they want money. Because Todd Bowley himself know that whatever the Premier League are paying the players, $30,000 or 200 a week, is nothing anywhere compared to what he pays his Major League Soccer players. Not anywhere compared, or even his basketball team. If you want to make your own research, go down and make your own research and find out how much money does this footballers make. How much money I'll try and make that research and I'll bring it out for you, because since that's what I do, I'll make that. How much money do they make a week? I'll bring you, see 10 of these players, even the middle, the average players, what they make is none of these players in the Premier League can compare themselves to what American footballer make over here in the United States, or maybe a baseball player make over here in the United States. So we have to be lenient. Let them get the money. Let them fight for their right. They deserve it. Football is not easy. Running around for over 90 minutes. You're talking about miles. Look at the miles that they cover. Have you run 100 meters before? Have you run 200 before? I've run it before. I used to run 3 miles, 2 miles every morning and evening when I was an active boxer. And it's not easy on your foot. It's not easy. So, guys, let's support this guy. Let them get their money. I support them. Let them get their money. Chad said that I don't know if we're gonna be able to get Victor and Rice and then Vragdio this summer. Either so, we might have to see that. We might have to see what first we're gonna have to see a lot of players before we think of signing those 3. It will be very, very hard to sign those top 3 players. I mean, we saw 9 came in just one window. So 3 shouldn't be that difficult for Todd Bowley to sign if they really need them. Matter of fact, also, a lot of players will be going out. Almost about 7 or 8 players are going to go out in this summer transfer window. A lot of them. Koulibaly is one of them. Kovacic could be one of them. Who else? We could see Zakaria also going out. Too many injuries. We could see Zakaria going. Ruben Loftus-Cheek will be going. Not so sure of Conor Gallagher. So that is 5 alone I've mentioned. That is 5. Some of them that I haven't even mentioned. I'm not so sure of Pulisic. I'm not so sure with Raheem Sterling if he's going to stay. Aubameyang, I haven't even mentioned. Aubameyang will still be at the football club. It's very, very important. Those guys have to go. I think that the board want to build first the wingers and the midfield, then and the defense. Then we will look for the best striker that suits the team. I think that is the plan. And also, there's something I want to share with you guys in regards to some kind of a tactical brain behind what Chelsea is doing. I have something I'll share with you. I'm sure Ryan even read it in regards to All Blacks. Ryan, you remember that information we have in the chat? Something
Yes,
to do with All
that's
Blacks.
very interesting and worth sharing with the viewers, definitely.
Yeah. So Ryan will come in real quick and also help him out. We're gonna explain some of these things that Chelsea are going through. lot of things, guys. If you're a Chelsea fan, relax, be happy. There are so many brains behind the team at this moment. What we did earlier on with Abramovich is nothing compared to what Bolly is trying to do now. A lot of you don't know, but if you know what Bolly is doing, the directors, they're using database. Chelsea was not using database under Roman Abramovich. He is using database now in running the football club. So it's not like we bring this guy in, we don't know much, we can track him, there's no data information carrying this player. We spend this much of money on him. How much is he providing to the team? We don't know all this. They're just playing every day, going in and out, and we're splashing the money just like that. There's a database covering all these players. So if you're a Chelsea fan, you should be happy. The brain behind the activities of this football club should be happy. What we have here, I think I read that one. I think when we had Haaland, City didn't wanted Haaland. Okay, this is from Asma. He said that when we had Haaland, City didn't wanted Haaland. They had Aguero. It was not last summer. It was 2020 when we tried to sign him. Yeah, Aguero was there when and City was also thinking of getting Haaland. It was Chelsea's choice to get him, but I think the agent fee, the money that you have to pay to the agent, and then also there was a certain amount of money you have to pay for Alfie Haaland. If you guys did not hear that, there was a money that was also going to Alfie Haaland, which is Helen Haaland's daddy. So also God of Frog says Ruben Neves will only have a year left on his contract in this summer. We will be on an affordable option. Perhaps could likely sign Neves and Casado for what Declan Rice would cost. For me now, I'm really on Declan Rice because of the little interview. If you haven't seen that interview from Enzo Fernandez, he took more inspiration from Declan Rice. He really revealed that during the World Cup, he was looking at Declan Rice and how he plays. So why can't we have that pair? If Enzo Fernandez admired the style of Helen Haaland, why can't we admire those that pair at the football club? So it's a wealth something that you guys can look into it and see that conversation. See, will Helen Haaland and Declan Rice be a good pair for the team or not? We're gonna move on from there. We move on to Mr. Asmas. I think I read his comment. It says Asmas there. This is from Easy Manos to Asma. There was no buyout clause in 2022. City signed him 2022 for the buyout. We were sanctioned, not allowed to sign Erling Haaland. Okay, easy. Okay. When we want him, it was 209. 2019, 2020, that season. God the Frog brought he said that Brighton asked for 80 million for Casado. Rice will cost same at most. Rice should come down. I know Hammers will be looking for 100 million, but Rice will not go for 100 million. If they don't sell Rice will walk away freely, and he's going to go to Chelsea. So it's better they bring it down to 60 to 70 million for Chelsea to buy him. Rice, Chelsea will not pay 100 million for Rice. I'm not so sure Rice has the homegrown price tag. Manos, it likely will be above 100 million. I think Brighton would change their tone with Casado in the summer. Let him leave for 70. I still prefer Declan Rice. Did Enzo really want Rice, or is it the English media doing their thing? No, it was a translation. The interview was in his own language, well, Argentine language, and it was being translated. But then they focus on just that statement and says he was looking at Declan Rice, the way he plays and learned from him. So it's not just the media. I mean, it needs some attention. Why was he looking at Rice? He fancied the way he plays. Did Enzo really want to Rice? Just like you said, he said he's been looking at him. So, he fancied the way he plays. Easy Manos on as Mr. Asman says, tell me, when did we sign Lukaku? 2021, 2022? Because Haaland was too expensive. Lampard was coach at that time. That was in 2019 to 2022. Todd is using the same sport player tracking system they use in America to track NFL and baseball players. Very, very good thing. Very, very good thing. Abramovich did not have that at that time. We've seen the glory days of Roman Abramovich, but we have to understand this guy is using data-driven analysis to drive the football club to a different level. Data-driven analysis. Extend his contract by 1 year, but he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do what's his name, Harry Kane did to Tottenham Hotspur. Now Harry Kane has broken all the record he can break in the Premier League, but he is stuck at this moment. Harry Kane is stuck. All this record without a Champions League trophy, without a Premier League medal. What kind of trophy? What are you talking about? Decorated with lots of records, but there's no title to brag about when you retire from football. And Harry Kane is about he's getting close to retirement. I'm not retiring, but he's getting close to be out of his will I say he is in his prime at this moment, but he's getting close to fade out of his prime. He's not young anymore. Harry Kane is not that young. Patrick, no, it was Enzo in an interview. It was Enzo having an interview with another, I think, Argentine journalist, if that's how I'm gonna put it. I had some news said if Potter didn't win the match against West Ham, he will be sacked. Is that true? Or is that a click? It's a clickbait, bro. It's all clickbait. Potter is not going anywhere. Potter hasn't given the freeway from. It's a long-term project. Todd Bowley or Chelsea spent 80 million to bring Potter in. And you want to sack a coach after just 5-6 months? You want to sack him? Then why do you pay 80 million for him if you're not going to give him the time? And if Potter himself, if he knows that Chelsea don't have that time, wouldn't give him that time to be able to build this team, he wouldn't sign for Chelsea. So in Potter's contract, there should be something that states it's a long-term project for you, and we're going to give you that time. And even the club has made a statement supporting Potter from now to next season, a whole preseason, to see where he's going to take this team. But I know that there could be a backing, but then if he doesn't live up to expectation, no doubt he can be sacked at any time. So here we go. Guys, if you're liking the show, the presentation and everything, drop a like on this video, and also don't forget to share this video if you're liking it. Share the video. I'm enjoying the whole conversation that we're having here. We are not looking for striker until after we won the UCL. We signed 8 players in total, but never looked at a striker under Lampard. We still had Tammy and Giroud. Bring me back memories. Giroud, I love Giroud. Asma clickbait. Yeah, it was just a clickbait, bro. He made some Asma. He made some touch. He's paying 300 million and then sack him. No, I think Mr. Asma, they were all clickbait. So Ryan, in regards to what we were talking about earlier on, let's elaborate. Let's explain a little bit to the viewers over here so they can know what the All Black thing is about. So I'll look into it more. Are you there, Mr. Ryan?
Yes, Nizan, I'm here. Please ask me.
Did you hear me? Did you hear my question?
No, I didn't. Could you please repeat?
Yeah, I will. Sure, why not? I was like, in regards to the All Black thing that we just, I think Steven posted in the chat. I know you've gone through it. Can you explain a little bit to the viewers and then in the chat?
Yes, absolutely. Let me just bring the article up, but it was very, very interesting to do with the Let me just bring it up. Why don't you continue talking, Nizan?
Yeah,
Actually, no.
you
I've got
got
it
it.
here. Yeah.
I also
So
got it
it's
here on Twitter.
okay. So yeah, this is Gilbert Enoka. So he is the was previously a mental skills coach for the New
Mhm.
Zealand All Blacks rugby union team. So he has been hired by Chelsea to obviously work with the players on their mental aspects, how they prepare for
Right.
games, their mindset during the game, and to really breed a winning culture at the club. And this really ties in nicely to Nazine, what you were speaking about
Mhm.
shortly earlier, just about Bowley bringing a very much a kind of data driven
And
approach to the
mhm.
club, and not just being focused on scouting and hiring and tactics, but even looking more deeply into player mindsets and emotional intelligence, something which something which Graham Potter was very familiar with, given he has a specialist degree in this subject matter. So it's very fascinating. I generally find clubs are not very transparent about this because in the
Mhm.
modern Premier League era, it's all about the competitive advantage and um, being unique and being superior to your peers. So it's very, very interesting to see how this works. Instantly I think about the Euros 2020 final at Wembley
Mhm.
when the three England young players missed the penalties. And that really typifies and exemplifies just how mental modern day football is, especially for the big clubs who are competing for the trophies. It's not just about your technical attributes and qualities. It's about, how you handle pressure, how you rebound from a loss and then come back stronger, how you recover from an injury whilst you're injured and not playing. How do you keep a positive mindset? There's so much mental aspect to modern football.
Okay. Yes. You know. Thank you very much, Ryan. Like I said, winning mentality is not something you can buy. You cannot buy it, but then you have to implement it in your players. And that is what this is all about. If you can read with me, and I know you guys have also read it, Chelsea have hired a Gilbert Inoko, the mental skills coach behind All Blacks. If you guys know the All Blacks rugby team, they have that mentality, winning mentality. They never give up, and it is being most of it is being installed in them by this Gilbert Inako. But look, Todd Bowley has gone in for this guy. He's going in for Christopher Bebel, who is renowned to be one of the top technical directors in world football. And then the other two guys that came with him. So that place is sold out. They have data they're working with. Now they have a psychologist, that can psych and see and be able to have the mental, be able to psych these players to be able to have that winning mentality in every game. And just like we had Jose Mourinho brought in earlier on, right? You want to say something?
No, go on. I'll say afterwards.
Just like Jose Mourinho brought into them, Jose Mourinho was I think Jose Mourinho was even a translator under Luis Van Gaal back in the days at Barcelona. You get what I'm saying? But then he was able to work a cycle, psych these players and drive that winning mentality into them. We haven't seen that in a long time. That is what this guy has been hired to come and do. So don't just sleep on Chelsea. If you're a Chelsea fan, these are the good days. You should be happy that the club is moving forward in the right direction. Steve, Ryan, do you want me to read some comments, or you want to come in?
I'll quickly just use this as a segue to come in, Design, and just
Okay, go
add
ahead.
to build upon what you were saying. And it's very interesting, this mental skills coach, Gilbert Enoka, when he arrived to work with the All Blacks rugby union team,
Right.
they had a reputation actually of being chokers and underperforming, on the big stage in the World Cups. And then after he started working with them, I think they won back-to-back World Cups in rugby union. So it's clear as day to see the effect he had. And one interesting separate article I read about him is that he would actually get the players to take turns in sweeping the changing rooms after games because he didn't want there to be any egos or anyone to feel that they're superior or better than others. So every single player would take turns in sweeping the changing rooms after matches. So I think that's very interesting. But yeah, clearly this is an appointment to help the players manage expectations, to perform well under pressure. And it's worth noting as well that uh, Enoka has not just worked with the New Zealand rugby team, he's worked with the cricket team as well. He's worked, I think, with netball teams. So he's familiar with athletes across multiple sports. So it's something I think to be excited about as a Chelsea fan.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. This is coming from Easy Manos. I think Easy Manos said, Kim Su said we hired a mental coach. Absolutely, every club hired a mental coach, but then our mental coach that we've brought in is one of his kind, the best you can ever have. Mr. Tuchel didn't get sacked because of result. It was because he had no interest in working with young signings or Bowley's project, which is which is much true. Prove that Potter ain't the guy. This is coming from King So. King So again, my big brother. The All Blacks have a winning mentality, so seems a good idea. Absolutely, absolutely. Which team has a better winning mentality than the All Blacks? Which team? Who? Sitting getting relegated, and Chelsea is next. You will wish, Guna, you will wish in your dreams. That ain't never happening. That ain't happening, bro. Kim So said you wish. Absolutely, it's never gonna happen, Kim So. Come on, my bro. No, Guna, sorry, Guna, it's never gonna happen. Guna said, big up, guys. So smash the like button, people. Smash the like button from Blue Clouds Media. Amazing stream today. Amazing stream. I love it myself. You know, it's two of us here, but I've loved it even all by myself doing the being entertained by you guys, and I'm giving you the news as it's being stated. And you guys even bring me some more news, making the stream much more interesting and intriguing. Chelsea are keen to hire former Spain manager Luis Enrique if he chooses to offload Graham Potter in the coming months. No, that ain't happening. As far as transfer goes, Chelsea fear they are set to lose N'Golo Conte on a free transfer, with Atletico Madrid moving ahead of Juventus in the race for his signature. Mudo Deportivo reports that. Not Thank you very much. Yes, having N'Golo Conte staying over here, we can also get. And Kimso doesn't prove anything of the sort. Many sporting clubs hire psychologists. Absolutely, they hire a lot of sporting clubs hire psychologists. They're there to be able to read the mindsets of these players, to be able to tell what kind of a mind state they are in a game or before a game. That's the job, and they do it very right. But not all psychologists are good, though. Not all of them are good. What does Potter degree bring to the team? Wins trophy. Somebody explain to me. I will explain what Potter degree is all about. I will explain probably in the next stream. I'll put it down there, just like I've told you. I'll make that comparison. How much money the average footballer makes, or maybe the major basketball. I mean, major the baseball team, what they make average, and even not even the top, what they are making compared to what footballers are making in Europe. Nothing compare. I'll make that content, and I'll tell you guys. My kind of stuff that I produce to you guys on this platform is not just Chelsea stuff. I broaden my broadcasting. I broaden my content creating in for football and sports loving people. So I don't, because if I dwell my content in just Chelsea, I'm gonna end up sitting here and talking about Enzo for the past two hours without educating no one. Without educating no one. You get what I'm saying? It makes the conversation boring, and I don't want to do that. So you guys should give me credit for what I do. And people will say this guy is being underrated, but my content that I create, are very, 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 very vital to people that love football and sports, in my opinion. Chelsea just quality of spending one money and not a breach of rules like Man City have been charged with. Yeah, we did the wrong thing in regards to if you guys can remember the Burkina Faso player, I forgot his name, Tuari, I think is it Tuari or what's his
Is
name?
it Bertrand Traore? Is that the
Bertrand
one?
Traore. Yeah, Bertrand
Yeah.
Traore. Thank you very much, Ryan. This brain is full of too much stuff. Bertrand Traore. That is one of the mistakes Chelsea did. I think we played him when he was very young. One of the problems with Bertrand Traore. So we've learned our lesson. I don't think Chelsea is going to repeat that thing again. Those we should blame. We should blame the hierarchy, which is Marina Gunaskia and all those people that were Bruce back. Those people that we should blame. They should know better. They should know better. How to deal with that Traore boy. He was very young at that time. Bertrand Traore. They should know better. So Chelsea just guilty of spending some money. Okay. Okay, I've read that one. And Mr. Izmano said, why are you listening to the Spanish media, Mr. Asma? Yes, the Spanish media are trying to throw things around. Kim So, you're really boring me with your negative attitude. It's been an injury reading 5 months. Um, Kim So, I think Easy Manos want to fight you in this chat. You guys can continue with the fight over there. Ryan is quality. Ryan is quality. Love his opinion. Thank you very much. That is why I have Ryan over here.
Thank
Amazing.
you.
Thank you, Ryan. People appreciate what you do on this platform. Big up to you, Guna. Big up to you. I appreciate it. Love you coming
Big
here and
up
speaking
Guna.
the truth. Big up,
Big up Guna.
and for all you know, Ryan is not a Chelsea fan. Ryan is not a Chelsea fan, but he is a football fanatic. He analyzes games and say it as he sees it. So that is why Ryan is on this platform. I don't just bring people that I bring staff who's very knowledgeable. I bring Ryan who is not who is also very knowledgeable. So very very smart people and that add to me to bring you guys the best content you can ever have. So although we don't have the million subscribers, but there's so many things that goes involved into that kind of thing. But if you're gonna have millions, it's gonna be you that are watching me that can convince the people, hey, let's join this platform. This platform is much more respectable. They don't use vowel languages, they don't use filter languages. It's all opinion, and your opinions are all respected. It's all have to be with you guys. Bring the people on. Hey guys, come on, let's join this platform. The platform, I will read all your messages and I don't have to charge you a penny to read. Other platform they will. If you're not lucky, they won't even read it. If you don't have the penny, it means they won't read your comments. But I'll take time to read the comments, even if you abuse me on this platform. I will even read it for you. But then let's keep the community very respectful as always. Before football matches, the Chelsea team will now perform the haka. What is the haka? What is that?
The hacker is the war dance that the
Oh, okay. You mean
New Zealand team. Yeah, the
oh
rugby players.
I
Yeah,
didn't know it's called the
that's
haka.
funny.
Yeah.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Asma. I didn't know they call it the hacker, but I've been seeing them doing it, whoa, whoa, and then they stand there like what do you call it? The Chinese the wrestlers, the Chinese what do you call them? The Zulu of whatever wrestlers they are. Yeah, they stand there and they do all that kind of dance. It's the spirit. They're trying to gather all that spirit, and I love it. I
For
love it.
sure.
Yeah, I love it. Gunnar said that Potter is that guy would do well, but needs time, needs a specific time, type of players. Yes, they're now observing a kind of a striker they should bring in at this moment. Thank you very much, Gunnar. Thank you very much, Kim. So Blue Blood, everyone. Sources says Chelsea are toying with the idea of Luis Enrique in the event they sack Potter, but Potter is not going now unless it gets very bad. But for now, Potter is not going. But the Spanish media can throw whatever they want to throw out there. If Luis, at this moment, you have to know Luis Enrique is jobless. So he knows that Chelsea fans are not happy with the way things are going at the club at this moment. So whatever they throw out there, people are going to read it. And clickbait is getting you guys into it because it is a Spanish media outlet throwing that out there. So yeah, don't follow those rumors. Manos negative. Come from Kim. So Ryan should support Chelsea. No. Ryan is a diehard Liverpool supporter, and I want him to stay that way. If Ryan support Chelsea, then on this platform we're not going to have a neutral opinion. It's going to be bias, and I don't want to. I'm not a bias person myself, but then sometimes I could be a little bit because I have the blue blood in me. But I want him to stay a strong Liverpool fan. So when we ask him a question that regards to Chelsea or maybe Man City, you can say where he's coming from. You know, Christian Achu, yes, Christian Achu, yeah. Gunnar, you saw my tweet. As you saw my tweet, Christian Achu has been found alive inside Rebel after today advertising an earthquake that rocked Turkey and neighbor. I'm very, very happy. Neighboring nations. I'm very, very happy he has been found alive. I was very worried. I prayed and I tweeted that and I said everyone to keep Christian in his or her prayers because he's if something should happen, I feel very, very bad. So he reportedly has breathing difficulties and an injury to his right foot. Oh my goodness. And has been transported to the hospital. Just like I said, guys, footballers' career is very, very short. So we should make them, when they're asking for money, let them ask for the money. Let them negotiate wisely for them because the space of their football career is just 10 years. 10 years. That's how long span of a footballing career is. Yes, Ryan, go
And
ahead.
Nizan, I just want to, come in and use this opportunity to send my thoughts and prayers to the people of Turkey, to the people of Syria, to the people of Lebanon, Iraq, all the neighboring countries. You know what they've had to go through today, this natural disaster, the earthquake, and the number of people that has died. Our thoughts and prayers are with all of them, the whole football community and all of Blue Clouds media.
And all on behalf of the Blue Clouds Media, Mr. Ryan sends this message to the people of Turkey. We wish them. If anyone have lost any family member, wish them anyone that is injured, speedy recovery and everything from the platform. I'll tweet on behalf of the channel to the trending news in Turkey. Guna Kim So again. So thank you very much for the good news to share with us, Gunnar. Victor, on prayers to Achu. He said a prayer for Achu. Hopefully he recover fully. Yes, his family. I know. I know Achu. He's married to a beautiful lady in the UK. Beautiful white lady in the UK. He's got mixed kids, and so his family need him back. I'm very, very happy they found him alive. Good news about Christian coming from Blue Blood. And also big up to you, Mo. Mo said Kamate, Kamate. Oh, okay. I think it's in his language. Kamate. Kaora, Kamate, Kamate, Kaora. Mr. Mo, I can't read all of them, but I'm trying. I can't read it. I think it's in it's in Arabic. I'm very, very sure it's in Arabic. I wish I can translate it, and let me see if I can translate it real quick. Ryan, I don't know if Ryan can do it, but if not, let me see if I can translate that right now. Probably it will let me translate it. But whilst we're waiting to translate that, let me go on YouTube. If YouTube will give me the translation. This is from Blue Lounge. Can that translate? No, it doesn't give me the option over there to translate it. But then, if someone can translate it for me and share with me, I'll be very, very happy. It says no. It's the Haka. Oh, okay. 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 I guess that is what the All Blacks people have been saying. The Haka word is what he's sharing. It's in New Zealand language. I'm sure it is New Zealand language. I can't read it. I can't understand. I tried to say it. Kamat. Kaora. Now we have to learn it. We have to learn it. All Chelsea
No,
fans.
Nazan, this is the haka.
Yeah, the
He's written
haka.
up the haka, the New Zealand.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is it.
yeah,
Mateka Matekora. Yeah, this is it.
yeah.
It's
The man,
impressive.
the
He's
man.
written the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
Very
copy that.
nice.
I'm gonna Mo, please can you send that to me directly to my Twitter inbox? Send it to me and I'll translate. I'll try and learn it. So I'll say it. I'll start learning it because I've heard him say it, but I can't follow what they're saying. But now we have it in our football club, so we have to learn it. Thank you very much, Mo. Take care, people. Thank you very much, Asma. Take care of yourself too. Ryan is a big Liverpool supporter, but has a soft spot for Chelsea. He loves sports, not just he love sports. I know Ryan very very well. I've known him for quite some time now, long time. Big up Ryan. This is from Mo say big up to
Big
you.
up, Mo.
Blue Lounge. Blue Blood said Blue Lounge. No, it's a hacker. Yes, I've read that right now. Cannot wait to hear the Chelsea players chant it. I can't wait either. I can't wait to sure. Thank you very much. Mo, send that to me. Send that to me. I'll try and see if I can translate that into English, if that will make sense. So he said he sent it. Thank you very much, Mo, for sending it to me. I'll check into the right after my stream comes to an end. So yes, guys, we have just barely 2-3 minutes to bring the whole stream to an end. Luis Enrique, I have a report of him, but I'm not going to read it because Luis Enrique thing. I'm gonna go in regards. This topic is Conor Gallagher. Chelsea midfielder Conor Gallagher is set to receive a pay raise in the new contract, according to the Sun. Chelsea will be offering Gallagher 50,000 a week salary. Look, 50,000 a week is not anywhere compared to what MLS are making. The MLS or even the hockey league, ice hockey. I love ice hockey. Even American football, 50,000 is nothing. Gallagher is supposed to make, I'll say even 150. 150 is what Gallagher is supposed to be making. Todd Bowley knows that. How much he pays his team in the America League. It's a lot of money. So 50,000 or 150, that is what almost all of them should be earning. All the academy players should be making 50,000, all of them. Academy players. 50K week pay rise. Yes, 50K week pay rise. Ryan, what do you make of that? You think it's okay, 50K for Gallagher? It's not good. It's not good, is it?
No, not at all. No.
Not good. Not good. Not good. If you guys know how much work that goes into training and running on the pitch, see, they keep falling. Jorginho can't even tackle. It's not easy, guys. Bro, it's not easy. Mason Mount contract update. Yes, sir. Yes. I know people want to hear this. Kim So, are you there? Mason Mount topic is here. Mount, according to Daily Mail, Chelsea offered a new deal to Mount, which the midfielder rejected because the wages offered to him were lowered as compared to some of the new recruits. Does it make sense if Mount rejects that contract? Gunnar, I know Gunnar said something. It's time to him to move on. But if you have new players coming to the football club and they are making triple times what Mason Mount is making, an academy grown player who's making his way out, he knows Chelsea in and out, he worked his way out, he's been on loan, worked his way out, did very well, came to Derby, did very well. Frank Lampard brought him to the team. Once upon a time, he was our top scorer. Has been our best young player, our best player. Why are you refusing to give this guy a better pay rise or pay raise? Every coach that comes in use this player. For why? He's been running the ground, playing all kind of position, right back, center back, everywhere. Mason Mount has been playing. Why can't he deserve a good wage or good wages? Why? Now I believe Mason Mount. I'm on Mason Mount. He deserves every penny that he's asking for. If Todd Bowley doesn't give him Mason Mount, go to a different club that will give you that money. A footballer's career is only 10 years. If you don't know, it's only 10 years. Right. In regards to Mason Mount, what do you make of him? Not taking that money. If what is being reported is right.
Yeah, I can understand his position where he's coming from. He's performed very well last couple of years. We know statistically he was excellent with his goals and assists the last 2 seasons. So if you're judging him on just this season, he hasn't performed well, and
That's not fair.
Yeah, I think what they've tabled is a good, fair offer, I feel, financially for him. But I get the sense the noise is coming out of his camp that he wants Chelsea to repay the good form and the faith, he's shown and the loyalty he's shown since a young age staying with the club. And he wants them to show that, he's wanted in this rebuild project. So I cannot see, as much as I'd love to have him in Liverpool, I can't see that happening. I can't see him leaving Chelsea. So most definitely they will come to some kind of agreement in these negotiations. But as a Liverpool fan, I went through all this with Salah and Mane.
Yeah,
I know how this works. You have to be patient, and sometimes tough decisions need to be made. Yeah.
I think Iziman also said something. Oh, welcome to the stream, Steve O.
What's up, guys?
Not much. How you doing today?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Good to have you here. West Ham thought game for the London Cowboys gonna be a draw. I reckon. Let's see. It's not gonna be easy. Although West Ham are not playing well, I think they have a decent result this season. I mean, the last game they played, they had a very good result. In my opinion, they have a very decent result.
I can't even remember who they played.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I think they had a good result in the last game they played. Did they play? I think they played Newcastle. I think they played Newcastle. I'm not sure. They played draw to Newcastle. I'm sure that's what it is. They went to
4th of February, 1-0 against Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle. They went to is it St James's Park?
Yeah, St James's Park.
St James's Park. They played.
Design. I just wanted to quickly come in, and I'm just seeing some contradictory reports actually on Twitter saying that Christian Atsu hasn't been found yet in the rubble. These were apparently false reports that he's been rescued and he's been transmitted to hospital. So I just wanted to put that out there so the viewers know he is apparently still missing and
anyone
unidentified.
that puts up fake reports needs to get done for that. That's disgraceful and disgusting behaviour.
Absolutely. And there's a ex-Chelsea player, I'm sure everyone on this channel, everyone's praying for him.
Ex-Chelsea, ex-Newcastle player, and ex-Ghanaian international. So he's played for 2 teams in the Premier League. So I'm sure Newcastle fans will be. He played much more for Newcastle than he did for Chelsea. He didn't get any time on the pitch. In the Premier League, he didn't get. I think it was a preseason that he had a chance. But besides that, he didn't get a opportunity to play for the Chelsea in the Premier League. But they had minutes in the I think of preseason. Did you guys get my message?
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Stephen, we were talking about Mason Mount, and you guys have the topics over there. If you guys don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me read a little bit more of the comment before I go. Okay, with West Ham, we'll get more into the with the West Ham show when the time is getting close. I don't want to bring everything out today in regards to West Ham. Gunnar. Okay, we do not have to do the full hacker, but just stick out the tank maybe against our opponent. In other countries, they see it to be an insult. If you stick your tongue out in the country I'm coming from, it's an insult. So I hope. Okay. Probably got offered 50K pay rise. If so, not surprised he has rejected it. Probably. Saka has been playing every game too, and is literally almost every position, and has been performing for 2 years straight using the excuse that he has been playing too much is a weak excuse. No. It's not just 2 years. Mount has been playing consistently
Derby
for
as
more
well.
than 2 years. Gunnar, he's been playing consistently for more than 2 years. Derby, from Derby.
I think even back to his Vitesse days, I think he was
Vitesse,
playing
from Derby,
consistently as
every
well.
game he plays, from Vitesse to Derby to Chelsea, every game he plays. So,
And he
Gunnar,
doesn't have a bad injury record as well. And like
yeah,
since the Derby days, at least,
yeah. Blue
every
Blood,
manager's always played him. So
Blue Blood, sure, the FA was changed as, would charge us with a sportsman like conduct, literally.
what's that
Blue
about?
Blood,
Oh, is that about
sure. I
the
think
thing about
maybe
the
Man
hacker
City.
or something?
Oh yeah, sure. The FA would charge us with you with.
It's not unsportsmanlike.
Okay, yeah. Trying to spit
They
your tongue
can't.
out
They
here.
can't try it though. They can't try anything like that.
He
People have
need
done a
to.
lot worse.
He need. Gunnar said he needs to deserve that new contract. As of now, he doesn't deserve new contract. Do your talking on the pitch? Yeah, he does. He's not been playing well. I understand, but you have to reward him what he's done in the past because he's a Chelsea true and true. If you're paying guy that have spent and been so loyal to your team to help win the Champions League, remember that Kai Havertz goal. It was an assist from Mason Mount. That Kai Havertz goal.
Mount got a goal or assist in the quarterfinal, the semi-final, and then the
that
assist in the
goal,
final.
that pass from Kai Havertz to Kai Havertz, it was a Mount pass. A lot of people have short-minded. It was a Kai Havertz pass, Ryan.
And then he still performed after that as well. It's just this season sort of dropped off more than before.
You got me right.
We got it.
Right?
We got you.
Yeah, we got it.
Fine. We got you covered. Yeah.
Okay, Kimso. I think I'm a Kimso from Kimso going.
Okay. Yeah, so Kimso says if Mount wants money, he should go to PSG. I don't think it's a case of wanting money because from what I've heard, it seems it's more related to the length than it is the actual money itself. I don't know if you've seen anything on it, Ryan, and whether it's anything like that or what you know about the situation, given that he's linked to Liverpool.
I don't know too much more than that. I just saw reports this afternoon that he's the talks have broken down for now.
The ironic thing is, the person who said that isn't even like. It's not even that really much in it. Like, as far as I'm aware, and what I know, things haven't actually broken down. It just feels like an easy news story to make to me personally. But yeah, at the end of the day, I would say, given we're trying to do incentivized contracts, I don't think they'll offer him silly money anyway. But you can't disagree that he deserves some level of pay rise. He's on, I think, 80 grand compared to some players who don't even perform for us on like 180 plus. I mean, Koulibaly,
the likes of like Koulibaly,
like 320 or something. Like
that's crazy. Aubameyang's on pretty good high wages as well, isn't he?
I think he's just under 200, or he's something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But this is
I think I can understand where,
based on this season alone, because yes, he's not performing at the moment, but you've also got to look historically. He has performed.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe getting this guy in who was working with the New Zealand team, which clearly you guys have spoken about, given the comments. Maybe he can help figure out what the situation is with Mount and what it is.
Hopefully. But I agree.
For all we know, it could just be, like we've been saying, that he has played a lot and he's just been run into the ground because how frequently he's been playing for so long.
Yeah, especially as a young player, he is still
what,
kind of on the young end. 23, yeah, and he's played so many games and in pressure moments that
I think it all catches up with you eventually, and I agree. You've said this many times in previous streams. He needs a break. I think he needs just like a month or
Give
a
him
couple of weeks at
give
least out of the
him a
side.
couple weeks, maybe longer, and then you integrate him. Well, keep him on the bench because who knows, off the bench he might perform, get his confidence going, and then you're back to what he's been before.
Best example is Marcus Rashford at Man United this season. He was out of the team on the bench, not playing. And after the World Cup, he's come back and he's been on fire. He's been like his old self. Should
Even
try to
just
do the
before the
same.
World Cup, he was on quite good form, though, wasn't he?
I think
If
so,
I'm not
yeah. I
mistaken.
think 1 or 2 games before the World Cup break, yeah, he was showing
Yeah, he
good
sort of
form.
started to show it.
Definitely.
And I think it's just a confidence thing and probably a mix of that and needing a bit of a rest. Because, like we say, it's not like he can't perform. We've seen what he can do. But yeah, I don't know if you've got anything else to add on it. If not, I'll just go through more of the comments.
Nah, I think, like you said, you can't believe everything you read about on social media about talks breaking down, and it's all hypotheticals, really. I have no doubt that he will
And
extend.
also, I'm pretty sure the person that initially reported it isn't even that reliable of a source anyway. At
Nah, that's fair
least I
enough.
don't believe I've ever heard of them anyway. And I've not seen anyone who is reliable mention the person, so
And if,
I'm taking
if,
it with a pinch of salt, put it that way.
yeah, me too.
What was you gonna say? If what?
No, just that if it turns out to be true, unlikely as it sounds, but that he wants silly money like 250, 300k, I could tell you Liverpool can't afford that. So he won't be joining Liverpool. I don't think many clubs
Yeah.
can
I think
in
if
this
we're being
climate.
honest, 180 to 200, given what some of the other people are on and what they're performing like, is fair based on history of his performances. I feel like that's a fair amount.
I think so, yeah.
Because then you're still sort of helping with the restructuring by not offering like mid 200s to like the 300 range, like some of the players are on. But at the same time, like we're aware of with some of the players that we've signed to new deals or we've signed from the last couple of windows, some of those contracts, because they're incentivized, if we don't get Champions League, their wages go down. So there's that to factor in as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think he wants some kind of downside protection, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna try and rattle through some of the comments. Blue Blood says to Guna, Saka looked worse for wear in that picture that Zion had the other day. I don't know what picture he's referencing. I'm not sure if you know or anything.
Nope.
Okay. Is it Essay? Is that how you pronounce it? Essay Manos? I hope I said that right. Nobody knows what he has been offered. Mount running to ground 3 seasons playing, approaching 150 games. Fairly sure Saka hasn't played that many games and Saka not been starting most weeks. Guna said, I'm still in contact with Christian Atsu management. A teammate at Atsu's confirmed to them players been found and taken to hospital. So this is what you were saying. So that came from Sadiq Adams. Looks like he's pretty reliable. Hopefully it's true and he's found. So that's what you were saying, right? That it now seems like there's countering reports saying that he's not been found yet, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's I saw at least one reputable news agency state that yeah, it's contradictory to reports he's been found. He hasn't been found. It's just unfortunately false news that was spreading, which is really
Let's hope
frustrating.
that it is true, though. Obviously, you never want anyone to say that unless they've just been told that and they're just reporting what they're told. You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily a lie. It could just be the person that informed them's got the wrong information.
Let's hope so.
Kim So, there you go again. So Kim So responded, "It's true. Okay, Man City." Then I don't know what these are responding to because I've just come back. I've just come on, and then Kim So continues to say, "Player like Vinicius, Rafael Leao said that Reece James is the best right back in the world. Did anyone say that for Mason?" And then SA Manos, I hope, like I said before, I've said that correct, said, "I've now blocked Kim So from my vision. Negativity isn't required in my life." Kim So said, "Reward Mount for missing the FA Cup penalty." I mean, Mount's not the only one that missed penalties. Let's be honest. Yes, he's missed a few penalties, but he was not the only one across the penalty shootouts to miss penalties. That needs to be cleared up as well.
Definitely not. I mean, Jorginho is like supposed to be one of the best penalty takers in the world. He missed in the Euros final. Didn't happen to anyone.
Yeah, but I mean, even last year in the League Cup final, obviously, and the FA Cup final, I'm pretty sure we had one or two others miss penalties as well. It's not just Mount.
Yeah. It wasn't just him.
So yeah, he says Guna, he isn't performing because he's run down over a 5-year period. Correct, Stephen. He rejected the deal because he doesn't want a sign for 7 years. God of Frogs says, "Is Mount worth 250 a week? Be realistic here. Is he worth that much?" I don't think anyone said 250, did they? Unless someone in the chat said it.
I think I read 230 somewhere on the internet,
Okay. Depends
but
who
not
said it as
250.
well,
No.
though. Like we're saying, there's certain people who are reliable and certain aren't. Yeah. Kim So said, "Okay, bounce meant play." I can't talk today. Bench Mount. There we go. Got there in the end. Play Carney instead because Mount has been run down. Mount 200k maximum. Or Aubameyang 150k. SA Manos, like I say, keep saying. Hopefully, I've said that correct. Let me know. They've given James 230k a week. I now, for some reason, can't scroll. There we go, sorted. I lost where I was now because it was bugging out. They gave James 250k a week. God of Frogs said, "I think Mount being on 150k a week would be fair, but the same as James or more than Reece. Come on. There is no way Mount should be on more than RJ. Also, whilst we talk wages, Koulibaly, Sterling, and Lukaku on their 300 grand a week is a problem for our club." Yeah, like I just said, you've got people like Sterling and Koulibaly who are on like 320 grand a week and they're not performing. Hopefully, Sterling does start to perform. Koulibaly might be on his way out in the summer. From what we're hearing, there's interest there. So he could be going anyway. But if he doesn't, then yeah, we need to look at that. I'm seeing more stuff about Atsu being found. I'll get to that in a minute once we've gone through a few more of these. I don't know if they're just quoting or there's more reliable people coming out now saying that he has been found. Reece James spent almost 8 months injured. Is it 8 months? I don't think it is 8 months, even if you include the injuries last year. Last year, I think it was 2 months. This year had the World Cup as well, so you can't really factor in that time because he wouldn't have been playing anyway because Southgate said he won't go risk him because he might not be available till semi-finals anyway. It's probably about 5 months max, I would say. God of Frogs said would only give Reece or Silva 250 grand a week the way our club is right now. I think he means those are only two players on he would give 250 or more to. SA Manos says Kante has earned almost 7 million for doing what in the last 6 months. I don't actually know what his wages are, so I can't actually clarify what he's actually on and what he's done in the time that he's been injured. Phantom says, I hope we can get some coin to sell Mount. I don't think we're going to sell him, in all honesty. I do think he'll end up renewing. God of Frog says, I don't want to have a go at Kante or Reece for being injured. I'm open to the idea of Kante leaving if he picks up another injury when he returns. Blue Blood says, are Fulham hoping to get a bit for Mitrovic? I don't know when Mitrovic's contract expires. So I don't know if they're even considering that. Plus, he's actually been really good for them this season. So if I was them, I wouldn't be looking to sell him anyway. I'm going to quickly find when his contract expires whilst we're on Mitrovic. And then I'll quickly find the stuff on Atsu.
Yeah, I could see Mitrovic doing a job for Chelsea, but the only issue is Brozier just looks a very similar player in a kind of mold of a Mitrovic, so I wouldn't see there being any point signing him if you've got Brozier ready.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get it up when his contract don't expire for 3 years, by which point he'll be 31.
Interesting. Yeah, well,
or going on 31.
There you go. You'd have to sign him now.
Yeah.
How long is Mounts? Is 18, isn't it? 18 months.
Yeah.
He's not got long left.
Yeah. Phantom says Kante is always injured. Same reason I didn't want Eden Hazard back. Patrick says, is Stav there? No, he isn't today. I don't know anything about that. Hopefully he's alright though. God of Frogs says it would be madness if we offer Kante that rumoured 3-year extension he wants with his recent injury record. I don't think it'd be 3 years. I think the most it'd be something like a 1+1 or a 2+1. So you have the locked in and then you have the plus option. I don't think we'll give him straight up 3 years. And honestly, I don't think he'll be on silly money anyway, because they'll probably argue, look, you've not been playing much for us, well, for the club, before we came in the last couple of years due to injuries. So we can't really justify giving you a massive amount of money, but we will give you roughly the amount in which you want in terms of years, but there'll be option year or option years included in that. So you're almost guaranteed to get those years if you perform. But yeah, I don't think he'll be on silly money, purely because they'll have the data there and argue, look, this is what you've played in terms of games, this is what you played in terms of minutes, and this is how much time you've actually missed. I'm not sure if you have any thoughts on that, Ryan.
Not really, to be honest. I'd be keen to know your thoughts. I know Nazan and I discussed it earlier about the Man City, breach of the Premier League financial rules. Interesting to know your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think we're nearly through the comments anyway. By the way, we got up to God of Frogs comment about it would be madness if we offer Kante that rumoured 3-year extension he wants with recent injury record. So the next one is Phantom of Many Topics.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm back.
Just going to look on Twitter quickly because I'm seeing more people say about Atsu. So I'm just going to see what I can find.
I had Gunnar was saying something in regards to a picture. I had you guys saying it. Ryan.
Oh, someone said about Charles. I'll try and find it quickly because I still got comments up.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Give me 2 seconds. It wasn't far after you went. It's the one after you went. Blue Blood said to Gunnar, Saka looked worse for wear in that picture that you had the other day. I don't know what picture he was on about.
It is a picture that I have on Twitter. I was just taking a make out of Saka for losing, and then also I make a picture and see if I'm gonna get a reaction from that picture. But I think what's his name? Gunnar did not like the picture. Oh, it's just so fun. The picture, I saw it somewhere on I think on Facebook, and then I also put a word towards that picture. It's just banter. Come on. I'm trying
Just
to.
quickly,
Yeah.
Ryan, not Ryan. You know that report about Atsu, the one that said he'd been found. Was it from the Guardian by any chance?
The one that he'd been found, or the one that
The one
contradicted
that
it?
he'd been rescued.
I saw a couple of people with blue ticks reporting it on Twitter. Let me just check.
Because I've just seen one of the Chelsea pages quote the Guardian saying that Atsu's been found alive. He's been rescued and transported to hospital after suffering injuries to his right foot and breathing difficulties.
Yeah, that's the one that I think
Ed
Gunnerville was
Aaron's,
quoting from
Ed
that as well.
Aaron's, I think, yeah, Ed Aaron's. So I think that might be the actual journalist that put about him being
Put that one
found.
though.
Okay, yeah, that's hopefully good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was apparently on the 9th floor of the building when it collapsed, and he was obviously under all the rubble. But he's been found alive, it looks like.
Situation.
I'm not sure if you guys have seen this video that I made. Amazing video. You guys should have checked it out.
No idea.
See that video over there? Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Uncle Messi, Uncle Messi, Uncle Messi, Uncle Messi, Uncle Messi, Uncle Messi.
I know, I can tell you it's meant to be. Trust me, I can tell you it's meant to be.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. I made this video and I posted this video on what do you call it, on TikTok, and people are loving it. Uncle Messi. Go, Uncle Messi. So yeah, I make stuff like that and I put them on my shots and see if I can get reactions and stuff like that. So I pretty much make the same thing. That's what Gunnar was talking about. So yeah, guys, I'm not sure if you guys went through any of these topics that we have over there.
What was that? No, we were just trying to go through the comments.
Through
there was
the
quite a
comments.
Lot of comments.
Okay. I don't think I have a whole lot. I've talked about Mason Mount. So you guys talk about Mason Mount, right?
We sort of did as we were going through the comments. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna go on with Rafael Leon because yesterday I made the statement that I made yesterday. A statement was coming from Rafael Leon, as he said that from the signings that Chelsea have made this January, prove that they don't need his services. And Rafael Leao will be going on to sign a new contract with AC Milan.
Fine by me.
That is where, yeah, because we have too many players playing in that position that he plays. We have Milo Modric there. We have the Jamaican Ryan Sterling also over there. We have who else? We have Christian Pulisic also there. We have a lot of players that play. Some are even on loan. Yeah, some are even on loan. So, Omari Hutchinson, guys, Stephen, I'm not sure if you heard this. During the transfer window when it was open, Chelsea.
Yeah, no, we've spoken about this. I'm sure we have. He was meant to go on loan, but what I've heard is the reason it didn't go through in the end, it wasn't related to Chelsea. It was just that West Brom ended up going for Mark Albrighton instead.
Not just that. This one says from the Mirror, says Chelsea offered Everton the chance to sign a youngster Mario Hutchinson on a loan, but the Merseyside club rejected the proposal. So we did not talk about Everton.
And I'm taking every player that I can get right now.
Yeah, so that's Mario Hutchinson thing. He was meant to go on loan, but it looks like it didn't happen. But I just want to see him play more. And there's no more competition updates. Oh, we're going to be Premier League. I don't want him to be much rusty. You get what I'm saying?
Did you guys speak earlier on the Aubameyang situation with LAFC?
Yeah. LAFC. Okay. No, we did not have anything in regards to LAFC.
It looks
But,
like
yeah.
he might be going. It looks like he might be.
Oh
going
yeah,
to
yeah.
LAFC.
Someone said that in the comment earlier on about LAFC.
Yeah.
Someone just did.
I think I sent it in the server, but obviously, the group chat. But obviously, there's been all the stuff going on with City today,
too
so
many, yeah,
it's been
really
hard to.
to try and follow everything.
Yeah.
And follow everything, man.
Bro, I woke up to the stuff about Man City, and then it's like, what? 109 years? I couldn't believe it.
Heard on what?
Ridiculous.
Nine
100 breaches in 9
Breaches.
years.
Oh
Breaches,
yeah, breaches. Yeah, too many. I almost said the B word.
Oh no, please.
Yeah, I almost said the B word. I was like, 100 and what? Steven, I'm gonna ask you a simple question. Tell me, how did you guys feel when you're all alone on the platform talking with people that you don't see, but you know there are people that are watching you?
Huh?
Did you get my question? I said, how did you feel when you were discussing the sports with people that are viewing you, watching you, but you can't see them? But then you're hosting the show all by yourself. How did it feel like?
It's not the first time we've done it. To be fair, we've done it a couple of times. I think we're sort of getting used to it.
Okay. The reason why I'm saying that, imagine me sitting over here for 2 hours 30 minutes talking sports, all by yourself, talking. I heard Steven said, only if I can talk. I was like,
huh?
I heard you saying that only if I can talk.
What do you mean?
I was like, you were trying to say something that was not coming, and then you're like, only if I can talk.
I'm confused.
Ryan, did you get what I was trying to say? It's like you're trying to say something, and then it's not coming out, and then
okay.
yeah,
It's like brain freeze, or it just doesn't.
Yeah,
you don't get the words out. Yeah.
It happens. It happens all the time. It'll probably happen to me in clinic tomorrow as well. So it's not a case of we're on here and it happens. It just happens day to day.
Yeah,
it's one of those things where you're trying to read it and it just boom gone.
Phantom, I think you need to understand the history of our club, mate. Yeah, Phantom, you have to understand what Patrick is trying to say. Phantom, I think you need to understand the history of our club. Pat, I haven't liked Mount at all this season. Why haven't you liked? You're not a Chelsea fan. Why should you like him? If you really see what Mount have done in the past,
Phantom's the one that's a Fulham fan, right?
Yeah, he's a Fulham fan. Patrick said Fulham are champions of the Championship League. Chelsea hopefully will never sing that. Hey, why should we sing that song?
No, we don't. No.
We don't need to sing that song.
No, we don't. When we're not going to get relegated. If anyone's going to sing it anytime soon, it'll be Man City. By the way, this is going.
Yeah, Phantom. When we have you, not like Mount this season. I'm sure you guys have read all this, right?
No, we got up
let's
to...
not.
I've lost it now.
Let's not make it a big deal. Hutchison going on loan.
Yeah, we got up to Blue Bloods one about Mitrovic.
Is it all? Because I don't see.
It was a few messages up.
Because what I have here from Blue Blood is Gunnar told me he misses that Saka picture. As I heard you saying this when I was gone, so it means that you did all this.
No. We're at the next one that was gonna be read was I think it was Phantom's one was next one was gonna be blood as in like blue blood. Mitrovic is a blessing for the cottage.
This is the picture. This is the picture he was talking about.
Oh, that picture.
Yeah,
the one that you put in the group chat. I thought you'd put one up on stream the other day, and then.
Yeah, this is the picture. Yeah, and he came on the place and take that picture off And this is what I tweeted. This is what I did. I said, man looks like this after he loses to Everton. So yeah. He didn't like it. Yeah, he was like he messaged me on Twitter. I said, "Stop! Who's disrespecting Osaka?" I said, "No, man, it's just trying to make fun of him." Yeah, it's just a banter.
Yeah, it was going to be one from Phantom about Mitrovic. May he stay. Craven Cottage.
Let's try and wrap it up. I know Steven. Omari Hutchison, we did talk about Mario Hutchison. Achu, Ansu Fati, guys. Ansu Fati, according to the Spanish publication Sport, Manchester United is looking to sign Ansu Fati from Barcelona. What do you make of these guys?
Sport notoriously aren't the greatest source, so I'd take that with a pinch of salt. Also, I think he's just signed a new contract as well.
Yeah, he had some kind of an injury.
Yeah, but I think he's just signed a new contract anyway. Plus, it's sport. If you're going to trust anyone from Spain,
yeah,
I think they're from Spain. The best ones to look at are Relevo, or however you pronounce it, with journalists like Matei Moreto, or whatever it is. They're the more reliable lot than Sport and all them lot.
Patrick said, but let's have it right now. The biggest club in London is the Blues. I don't hate Arsenal. In fact, I admire Arteta. Don't Ryan. He says, bro, stop praising Mount. He's horrible this season. Yes, we all understand it. No one is arguing with you that Mount has been spectacular or so good this season. Mount has been horrible. But I'm praising Mount based on what I've seen in the past 3-4 years.
We all know what he can do. That's the thing.
We know what he can do. That is why we still hold
for us.
Yeah. And we don't have to dwell in the past performance. People are losing money on gambling. All because of this guy.
If they gamble,
Chelsea,
that's on them
for life. Yeah. So sorry, Don Ryan. I know, man. I know when the paperwork is going through and it's not working right. I know how you feel, bro. I know. I've been there before last season.
Do you know what that sounds like? It sounds like the Ziyech transfer on loan.
Let me tell you this. Yeah, last season
to PSG.
Guys, last season, I'll tell you this on the platform. Last season, I lost a ground, $1,000. I lost a ground that I put on Chelsea to win the league because of the way they started. I'm telling you guys this. So what you're saying, the paperwork, the betting, have been there before, bro. I bet Chelsea to win the Premier League because of the way they started last season. When they were winning, and all of a sudden it went downhill. Because I felt like it was time for Chelsea to start getting the trophy back, because it's been 5 years, now 6 years. And it's gonna get to 7 years since Chelsea won the Premier League. That's how long it is already. So I thought maybe last season was going to be, and I put the bet on for Chelsea to win it. After I put the bet on, then it started going downhill. Chelsea started losing, draw, lose, draw, and then I gave up because after a week, I couldn't get my money back, like cash back or something. The cash back that was left was just $100.
You know what you're saying about the paperwork?
Yeah, the paperwork.
It sounds like Ziyech's loan transfer to PSG.
Oh, paperwork. Yeah. It didn't work for other people. People thought it was going to go through. Oh,
no. Because you said paperwork.
The paperwork.
I was taking the mic because supposedly we sent the wrong paperwork.
I get it. I think, and from what I know, it's the agent that did not do the right thing. Ziyech's agent.
No idea.
Agent. Yeah, from what I'm listening.
There's
from,
so many different
Sky
stories.
Sport.
You'll never know, to be honest.
But they said that Chelsea should have done better. But I was told the agent didn't do something right in regards to this. So fair enough. I
think there's probably an argument that there's all sides are to blame on that, to be honest.
Okay.
Because we were so concentrated on Enzo, and then obviously that falls on us. But then I don't believe for a second it was only Chelsea that are at fault for it.
Patrick said, "Fair enough. When you put it like that, you're correct in your statement. Thank you very much. I'm not. I'm just trying to protect him because of what we know he can do. Mount being a horrendous from the nearly a year now, no doubt. However, I do still see a player in him. He needs to be benched. Yes, we all said he needs to be benched. Phantom, how much would you price Mount in today's market? Phantom, how much would you price him? Patrick said he wasn't poor late last season. And yes, he need a rest on the bench. Mount has been on peanut. Is it peace nut? I think that's what it says.
Peanuts, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Mount need double his wages minimum when
he's on about 80 to 90k. So in other words, 160 to 180.
I think it's better for him to make 200. If like I said, if you guys know how much Toboli pays his players in America, $200 a week is no money. It's no money, guys. $200 a week is no football. Footballers in Europe don't make money. They don't make money. They don't make money. The championship trophy is the older Division 1 trophy, and the championship is the old division. We have won 8 Phantom. We've won it before. Mr. Phantom of Many Topic. We've won it before. So we're done with Ansu Fati at this moment. Okay. Fede Valverde in the news. El Nacional claims that Manchester United are preparing a pay of 80 million euro to acquire the service of Real Madrid midfielder Fede Valverde.
I swear United were restricted to only loans for some reason. So how are they suddenly going to pay 80 million for players?
That's true.
Weren't they restricted to only doing loans in January, and that's why they bought Weghorst on loan and what's the other guy's name on loan? Sabitzer.
There are 2 players. Sabitzer, yeah, on loan. Because if you guys don't know the reason behind it, Manchester United will be put up on sale in the summer. So the Glazers do not
they're
want to put...
They're already up for sale. They're looking at offers.
So the Glazers don't want to spend that much of money to buy a player outright. They want loan deals where they wouldn't spend so much money. So whoever takes over can go ahead and then put the money down and buy these players if they want to keep them. So that is the reason why United are only doing the loan deals for now until the summer comes. Harry Kane badged his 267th goal, breaking Jamie Graves' record, which stood for 53 years. Kane goal is his 200 in the Premier League, a figure topped only by Wayne Rooney, who netted 208, and Alan Shearer, who fired 260 goals. Alan Shearer. It will take a while. Do you guys see what's his name? Do you guys see him going beyond 260 before his Premier League career comes to an end? As of now, he's at 200, and I don't know how long he's still going to play in the Premier League.
How old is he now? It's got to be...
He's around 29.
30, early 30s,
maybe.
Surely. I'll look up his age quickly, and then I'll try and give you an answer.
Just imagine
29. So yeah, he'll probably break it because he's averaging at least 15 goals every season.
Yeah.
And if he does that, just to match it, it would take 4 seasons?
Yeah.
He's good at it.
4 seasons. You think the way
this season's not even over
he's
as
aging.
well.
He can. I don't think he can make 260. He can be close, but I don't think he can go beyond 260.
This season's not over yet, though. So we don't know how many more he's going to get this season as well.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Mr. Mano said, ex-players for more experience than any other amateur fan, and 4 coaches, including Vitesse rate mount, but some need a reality. I understand that. Mr. Mano said that you didn't mention Jesse Mount sacking. Absolutely, Jesse Mount. I didn't miss. I don't have it here. I don't have it here. Sometimes the topics are way too many, and then I have to read the comments. I don't have. Yeah, but yeah. Ryan and I talk about it in the group, and he said it's too harsh. He felt he's too harsh.
I
Ryan,
think they hadn't won a game in the league for like 7 games, right?
I don't think he's a good coach.
Who was he at before? He was at Was he at an American team or was he somewhere else?
No,
Because
he
I know
was
he's
Germany.
American, right?
No, he was Germany, Salzburg. Either
He came from
Leipzig or Salzburg. One of them.
Salzburg is Austria.
No, Leipzig. Either Leipzig. He was in one of the German team. He was around one of those teams before he came.
He's managed them. He's managed them both. He's managed Salzburg, I think, and Leipzig.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
the previous one was Leipzig.
He was Salzburg according to what I'm reading. Salzburg and then Leeds.
Nah, I remember he definitely managed Leipzig.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not doubting he managed them, but it was
Before Leeds. It was Leipzig, definitely.
Oh, it might have been a case of he was at Salzburg, then he went to Leipzig for a short time of a matter of months or something.
Absolutely. Yeah, big up to you, CFC. Chelsea, the biggest Chelsea fan I've ever seen. Oh, gee, what's up, bro? He said, big up, guys. Big up to you too, bro. He says he was he was at Leipzig too. He played, so he coaches both too, but he's not good. He's not good enough. I think he'll be a good PE teacher. A good PE teacher. That's what I think.
Go to the MLS. You'll do
Go back
right
to the MLS. He just have that kind of a the attitude, like let's fight, like a military attitude, but then tactically he's not good. Tactically he's not good. He has the fear, he has the antic on the touchline, just like Arteta has, but he doesn't have the tactical know-how of how to coach these players. That is why he
It'd
keeps
be
falling.
interesting to see who they bring in.
If you're not careful to bring Marcelo Bielsa, who's looking for a team to
They're
coach.
not gonna bring Bielsa back. There's no way.
What's Hansi Flick rule? Our club. Hansi Flick has no role. Like I said, probably he was there to look at what's his name? Kai Havertz. Hansi Flick have no role in Chelsea. It's just like
he's also committed to the German team till after the Euros as well. So
yeah, I only just saw with sign him now. No. Hansi Flick, Chelsea never signed Hansi Flick at this moment. Hansi Flick, Potter hasn't been sacked. Relax, guys. Yeah, Potter has not been sacked at all. Potter is still there. He's got a long term at Chelsea. This season, next season, going through preseason, the whole season before we can, unless it needs
you know what?
TLC.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm all for keeping Potter. You know this. I feel like with trying to get the new players to gel, with the injured players coming back, then keep him because I feel like there's something there, right? But what I will say, Guardiola once said, I think it was last year, if he found out City lied to him, he's out the door. So if he does go, as much as I'm all for backing Potter, you only get very few chances to get a manager like Pep Guardiola in.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll do it. I'm just saying it's very rare you'll get that chance. So if he was never interested, then maybe.
Patrick said, what's he doing though? He was just there to check out, like we said, there to check Havertz. Guys, I got some good questions we can end the stream with. I got some good questions we can end the stream with. Manuel said, Patrick, Flick is German manager watching Havertz and two Fulham players, international games in match. That's the media for you. Yes, you see, the reason why he doesn't want to stay at Germany and watch on TV. If you watch games on TV and you're a coach or technical director, you don't see everything. So that's why you got to give credit to those that goes to game and criticize.
That's a benefit that I have of going to the home games is that you can see more because when you're watching on TV, I'm not saying people who go to home games are better. I'm just saying you see more by going. Yeah. So on TV, they follow the ball for obvious
Look,
reasons.
I agree
But
with you 100%.
when you're there, you can take your eyes briefly away and look at the position and the players and everything.
I'll agree with you 100% because I could tell I've watched Chelsea played 4 times, and I could tell the difference from watching them live and the difference from watching
You pick
on
up
TV.
on things you don't on TV.
There's so many things you don't see on TV. There's so many things, especially when the ball is not on Kepa whilst it's in the goalpost. The camera is not going to show you that because the camera has to follow the ball wherever it goes. But there's so many things Kepa does in the goalpost which I've seen with my eyes, and I was like, what? When the ball is not coming on him. So the ball movement live is different. The ball, when you see the ball movement during live, you can see like ordinary human beings running. And when they kick the ball and the way they kick it, it's different. It's different, guys. It's different from when you see it on TV. With all the slow motion that comes in and all the graphic that we're seeing and VAR thing, it's different. You got to see. I'm not proud. A lot of you have watched live games before, but try and see if Chelsea go on the transfers and stuff like that. Try and see if you can watch any of them. Oh, so this is exclusive. This has been tweeted 7 minutes ago. 27, not 7. So let me see if I can share it with you guys. Another player that looks like Chelsea looking up to. Chelsea looking for young talent every day. So let me share this with you guys.
It's to do with the Brazilian striker at the under-20 thing that we were already looking at.
Is he a black guy?
Oh no, that's Lavia.
That's
Stevens saying
Victor Roque, that guy.
Yeah,
Something
in
says
with that Roque.
Yeah.
Yeah, permanent move to Chelsea this summer. The Belgium midfielder is believed to be blown away by the project presented
Yeah, I'm not
to him.
trusting that.
It's coming from this guy, though. I don't know.
Wait,
Maybe.
what did he say? No, what was the quote tweet?
Huh? He quoted.
What did he put in his quote tweet? Go up slightly. So you're in the know now, yeah. He's mocking him.
Okay, so our thoughts go out to all who have been affected. So still looking for Achu at this moment. So guys, we're gonna bring the stream to an end, guys. So these are the 3 questions that we have. I want us to discuss these 3 questions before we bring the stream to an end. How do you rate Harry Kane amongst the best Premier League forwards of all time? Where do you guys rate Harry Kane? Steven, where do you rate him?
I'm not entirely sure. It's a difficult one in terms of having been asked and having to sort of think quickly. One thing I have to respect, to get that many goals and not win a Premier League title or any trophy for that matter, well done. That is actually incredible.
Well, did Shearer win the Premier League?
Shearer.
Because I was
wasn't he a Blackburn, Shearer?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah,
He won
he
with
was.
Blackburn.
Yeah,
he won with Blackburn. Yeah, he won with Blackburn. So yeah, Shearer is out. So yeah, Stephen, go ahead with Harry Kane.
I think you have to argue he'll be in the top 10. How far up that? I'm not entirely sure.
Top 10. Patrick said top 10. He put him in the top 10.
It's hard to say how far up there because there's other people you can think of in terms of attackers who have gone to teams and they've helped their team seal Premier League trophies, for example, like the Agueros and people like that. Yeah. Goals is, okay, you're a striker, your job is to score goals. But you've also got to do a job in terms of getting goals when your team need the most to win the points. And then if you do that, then you'll go win trophies. And he's not won trophies with them, so it's difficult. I would say top 10 for sure.
Okay. Me, I'll say top 15 because he hasn't won anything. I don't care about the number of goals you scored, but if you score goals and you make record for yourself, those are individual awards. Your goals doesn't take the club to a different level. So I don't put him in top 10. I put him in top 15. I don't care what anybody says. Because
I probably agree. I'd say top 15, but
there's also like Luis Suarez, for example. He was a brilliant striker in the Premier League. Scored bucket load of goals. But he didn't win a Premier League. I think he won one trophy during his time at Liverpool, so the Football League. So,
He can
yeah,
say he
it's
won a
hard.
trophy, right?
He won one trophy, I think, a Football League, but it's
in the
his case
Carabao
is
Cup,
harder.
right?
Yeah, the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
It's his case is harder to argue for because of the lack of trophies when you compare him to like Henry and Aguero, like Steven said,
Van
Rooney, Bergkamp,
Persie.
Van
Yeah,
Persie, Drogba,
Drogba, all Rooney, and all these guys are scoring. They're
Van
scoring in the
Nistelrooy.
Champions
Yeah.
Leagues.
Even people who
Van
haven't
Nistelrooy,
scored
yeah.
as many goals, but they've still won trophies. It's
Fernando Torres, one trophy with Liverpool, one trophy with Chelsea. Did he win trophy with Liverpool?
He didn't win the Premier League, I don't think.
no.
But what did he
Liverpool
win?
didn't
Champions
Premier
League. He won the
'cause,
Champions League, right?
Gerrard
He won the
never won
Champions
one,
League.
remember?
Yeah, he won the Champions League with Chelsea, didn't he?
I had to.
No, he won the
because you said
Champions
he
League
didn't
with
win the
Liverpool,
Premier League.
didn't
I
he?
don't think so.
No, he didn't win the Champions League with Liverpool.
He
Torres,
wasn't.
no.
He wasn't in that squad that
No.
won the Champions League.
No. I think he was in the final, was he? When we lost to Milan. No, I don't even think he was in the final. We signed him after that. No, he never won the Champions League with Liverpool.
You signed him from Atletico Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Fernando Torres. He was.
But just with Harry Kane, I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves in the summer because he's broken his Greaves record. He's got the 200 Premier League goals. He's only got like a year and a half left in his contract. They'll probably cash in now, won't they? Tottenham, they'll sell him.
Do you see him going to Man City or going abroad? I mean, sorry,
I see him going
to
to Man
United.
United.
as well, though.
United?
Plus, they've got Haaland.
No, do you see him going to United or going abroad?
I think it's more realistic to see him go to United or maybe a Bayern Munich. Yeah, it's possible.
It's hard to tell his age. A very good player, but his age. Bayern Munich is not going to keep him. You know, Lewandowski wants to go, but yet Lewandowski is getting older. So leaving doesn't really hit.
Barca now, anyway.
Yeah, he's a Barca. But now they have one guy called Choupo-Moting who is scoring. Scoring is making
reject.
Yeah. Choupo-Moting is scoring every day.
One thing I was saying is Guardiola is like in love with Kane. He doesn't every press conference he'll talk about him. So it's like I could see them signing him and just like I don't know, rotating Haaland and Kane. I wouldn't put it past him if they, these financial issues.
How long do you?
Well, what are they going to do with Alvarez?
Being able to rotate him though.
What are they going to do with Alvarez?
Play him on the wing.
Pep don't rate him.
Play him on the wing. Playing him as a supporting striker.
Hasn't he played something like 15, 16 games and got like 4 or 5 goals? And most of them are off the bench.
Yeah.
My 3 questions that I have, second one, I'm not going to discuss it, but the third one also is very easy to answer, which is who would you rather have for Chelsea, Rafael Leao or Victor Osimhen? And the answer is going to be just one, Victor Osimhen. And Mr. Manos said, and out Tuchel 3-0.
What?
It says out. Is it out of?
I don't know where you're looking.
Easy Manos' last question says Tuchel 3-0, and then out. Is it top? I think top. Tuchel 3-0.
I think he means out fault by because of
autocorrect.
Wrong. It might be out.
Haaland will be a goat. Haaland will be a goat. Guys, thank you very much for the day. Ryan, absolutely genius. Steven, absolutely what? PE teacher. Steven is a PE teacher. So he has to take over.
You went from genius to PE teacher.
Yeah, Steven is a PE teacher. He has to take over from what's his name? What's his name?
The mental coach.
Yeah, no. Jesse March, who doesn't know what he's doing. Steven can do a better job than Jesse March is doing. So
that would make me better than a PE teacher.
See, I love a PE teacher. You know, get that CV from there being a PE, then you work your way out. You know, some people like to jump just like Lampard did, and now I don't know who's going to give him a job anymore. He stink the whole Premier League teams. His jump was way too much. What? from
be fair, let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
If you're him, you go to Derby, yeah, you get them to the playoff final. Okay, you lose that, right?
But Steven, before I let you carry on,
no, just quick though.
Steven,
Realistically, you would have
before I let
carried
you
on.
carry
But
on,
how often do a team like Chelsea come along and offer you a managerial job, especially when you've been there as a player and all that? Like you kind of got to take it.
I understand what you're saying, but he did not perform very well even with Derby. Did you know where they were before the season came to an end? When they had the chance to play, they did not qualify. They did not win the league.
Bro,
They
he
went
got
to
him
the
to the championship playoff final.
and they lost it.
Okay, they lost it. He still got him there.
Steven and Macy Mount. Steven loved Macy Mount and then Frank Lampard. I'll tell you, anything you debate.
No,
Steven,
but you can't argue with the fact that he got him to the final.
If you argue with Steven in regards to Mason Mount and then what's his name, Frank Lampard, you're never gonna win.
No, hear
right.
me out, right?
Right, stop.
People
that.
No comment.
People always
if I speak,
say,
I'm
right? No,
in trouble.
But people always say he finished here in the league, but they were here before, right?
Yeah.
I don't think the manager before him got him to the playoff final, so that's still progress.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone that have been part of the show today. Steven, I love you, brother. And I'm trying to pull some of your legs and see how far you can talk. That's what I was trying to do. But yeah, Steven, thank you, Ryan. Ryan came in at the right time when it's getting close to get my butt off this chair. And Ryan just knocked on the door like, oh, God, thank you. Because I was if Ryan hasn't been here, I would have ended the stream a long time ago. But Ryan came in at his right time. And I was like, okay. Ryan is here. I'm going to let him take over. Then Steven also joined. I remember Steven told me he joined later on. But thank you guys taking us through the whole show. It was very, very loving. Thank everyone. AC Manos. Good. I'm sure I'll say Manos, Mr. Manos. Patrick Batman, Mr. Patrick, Phantom of Many Topic, Chelsea OG, CFC, I think OG, and who else? Phantom of Blue Blood. Today I didn't see Blue Blood that much. He comes in and go. And big up to you.
Frogs. Absolute Frogs.
Yeah,
He's back.
Yeah, Frog was here. And yes, Kim So, Guna, everyone, Blue Lunch, everyone. And also chat, big up to you, my brother. Everyone, I will see you again tomorrow for another sports news, Chelsea news, and then association news. In my I think we got 35 votes, 35 likes. Today's the vote I've squared the number of likes we have. I thank everyone that was part of who voted. Thank you. It means a lot to the platform. Really appreciate it. So I brought the vote to an end. Guys, you guys take care of yourself. I'll see you guys here. I'll see you guys in the backstage for a few minutes before we go. Lea Desperandos, guys, hang on to hope. See you again tomorrow. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.